Everyone, good evening. It's a few minutes to 9 p.m. on the eastern coast, North America. I'm King Nico. We're in the Crusaders of the Resistance headquarters. We're joined by Prince Elvis and Princess Coco as usual. And since the live I did this afternoon, I've taken a nap, I've had my dinner, I've done some more research, and I'm about to share with you what I found. So we're going to start off with some decodes. It's all about the numbers. Numbers, hello, sun, moon, stars, welcome, good evening. Share whatever you want. Let's get the chat popping tonight. Hola, lovely 144. Speaking of 144, I got some 144s to show you right now, actually. Well, one main one. So we're going to go over some numbers quickly. I'm just going to jump straight into it. So, Astroworld. It took place 666 months, 6 days after the founding of the Church of Satan. And there you go, it equals 666. Karen's Coffee Corner, hello. Brianna, hello. Welcome, everyone. I'm here. So tonight, I'm teaching. I got to hey, Gally. Sean, I'm back. Can you believe this? So many lives. I hope you guys are awakening to the truth, getting your questions answered to what's been happening as of late with all this pandemic, with all of this ridiculousness of Astroworld. So we're going to keep going. We're going to get to the bottom of this. People have so many questions, and we're out here decoding to bring you the answers. So let's jump into it. So hopefully a lot of you here have seen some of my previous videos and decodes and all the information I've been giving. So yeah, again, like I said, this is a part 2. So hopefully people in the chat or just ask some questions and we'll get you caught up. Let's go. Steezy Vision, welcome. So here we go. There's going to be a lot of 6s. Priscilla, good evening. Love to have you here, all the newbies, of course. So be prepared to learn. I'm sorry, but your head might hurt after I show you some things. But you will be, for sure, awoken. So 666 months, 6 days after the founding of the Church of Satan equals 666. Astrofest equals 522. So as you know from part 1, 522 is the birthing number. Astrofest. Astrofest ritual. So as you can see there, 726. So I'm going to show you 522, 726, 666, and 474, and 322. And they're all connected. So Astrofest ritual in the reverse satanic cipher. Sorry, let me know. Do I have too much light here on the screen? Sorry. Yeah, okay. Concert from Hell. 474. Astro Feast. 474. Just as Travis tweeted before the festival, he says Friday is going to be a feast. So I'll bring that up. Let me see if I can just bring that up quickly now. Just so, because we have to go over all the connections. So Travis tweet, Friday feast. So hopefully the images are still here. We're going to find it right now. Where is it? Friday's going to be a feast. Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll come back to it. But Travis tweeted before the festival, Friday is going to be a feast. Astro Feast equals 474. So, 222, fallen angels leave limbo at Astroworld. Because like I said, the whole purpose of the ritual and the taking of souls and energy was to release the fallen angels from purgatory, from limbo, right? We're going to get into it. So this is all about the fallen angels. This is who is causing all this evil. It's the fallen angels that has always caused any evil on this earth, from Genesis up until now in Revelation. We're in Revelation. Astro Feast 2021, 726. A Beast Feast, 522. Yeah, smash that like button. Get this live stream going. Thank you. End times are here. Astroworld, Feeding of the Beast, 1776. All right. For all you Americans out there, that's your independence. 1776 is also the birthday of the Illuminati, May 1st, 1776. Astroworld, Feeding of the Beast equals 1776. Astroworld, Fallen Angels Released, 322. So 322 is the Skull and Bones. This is from the Wikipedia, Skull and Bones Society. We all know that many of America's past presidents, most likely Biden too, was part of Order 322, the Brotherhood of Death, Skull and Bones, right? So there's the number 322, and I'm going to show you why they use the number 322. Okay, so the fallen angels have been released equals 322 at Astroworld. April 30th, 1966. So April 30th is the day that the Church of Satan was founded. April 30th, 1966 equals 322. So there's the Skull and Bones. So now we're going to bring up the Church of Satan. Why won't this let me do it? So let's just search Church of Satan. The most satanic event. I cannot believe that we have to go over this because we allowed this to take place. So Church of Satan. There's the inverted pentagram with the Baphomet face. Stephen Riley, salute, brother. Salute, salute. Praise the Lord, praise Jesus, Yeshua. Scripture, the Satanic Bible, belongs to the Church of Satan. It's a new religious movement. So let's bring up the founding date and the founder, which was Anton LaVey. So Anton Sandor LaVey, April 30th, 1966, the founding of the first, the Church of Satan. And here you go, you put April 30th like this, 1966 equals 322, Order of the Skull and Bones. Greetings, Eliza Bostwick. Also, April 30th, 2001, for some reason, is 666 in the Satanic cipher. April 30th, 66 is also equals 322. So before it was April 30th, 1966, and now April 30th, 66 again. April 30th, 1966 also equals 474. Good day. Freebird made it. So watch this now. Angels return before the rapture. This is 2022. So I have been saying this for the last 2 or almost 3 years now. That we are in the biblical end of days. That the mark of the beast is here. The New World Order is going to take over. So this is the thing about the New World Order. J7's back. Yeah, good to see all my OGs here. So, shoot, what was I just saying? Okay, let's just skip. But yeah, 2022. So I've been saying for 3 years, the rapture, mark of the beast, New World Order. So this New World Order could not have been possible if there wasn't some sort of old world order. So this New World Order is not technically new. It's new because they're going to just come out with it. But it's always been here. We've always been under a one world order, right? With the illusion of of separation and division with fake wars and stuff. But every nation has always been united under Satan, right? No matter what religion these countries, Buddhism, Islam, Hinduism, Christianity, like, this is real. The New World Order could never have formed and do what it's doing now if there wasn't a one world government from the old world order. So yeah, all these wars, Nam, Germany, fake, Afghanistan, fake, Korea, all these wars are fake. These people have always been united under Satan. Lucifer doesn't mess around, but he wants people to be manipulated and under the illusion that they could be patriotic and be a proud Australian or a proud British person or a proud American, right? It's nonsense. It's all Babylon. This is Babylon. New World Order couldn't be doing what it's doing now if there wasn't a one world government from the old world order. We were all born into this one world government, one world satanic religion government ruled by the elite and the 13 bloodlines, the Canaanites, the Hamites, right? So, the angels are going to return before the rapture. So 2022 is just a couple of few weeks away, like 6 weeks away. And 6 short weeks, we're going to be in the year 2022. Wow. And all the numbers, all the numerology, all the rituals that have taken place is all lining up for biblical prophecy taking place, and the angels have now been released. And I was wondering, where are the fallen angels? How are they going to keep wreaking havoc? But here they are. The portal was opened. Travis Scott, all these connections with the dates. His birthday is also April 30th, and I'm going to show some more. So watch out. Next year, 2022, we are 6 weeks away. I'm preparing you all. The 144. So I started this live. Someone's had the 144 in their name. The Fallen Angels, Astroworld, Escape Plan. 144, full reduction. So there you could see what the numerical values for every letter is. Taurus the Bull, exactly. April 30th falls under Taurus the Bull, like Malak. And I'm going to get into that. I just found some more information to do with that. So for all my astrology people out there, you're gonna see. I found a great video someone sent me, and I took in the information, and I'd like to share it with you all. So, Escape Plan. Travis Scott released a video called Escape Plan for his song on November 5th. And in that video, he was wearing the Pearl Jam concert t-shirt, right? Preach, brother, royal priesthood. So, and that was the song he came out to in the show, was Escape Plan. Because they're basically telling you, if you come here, you're going to need an escape plan. Because we're opening a portal and we're letting out the evil fallen angels that have been in limbo, purgatory, the underworld for 4,000 years since the flood, since God put them there, right? And through technology and manipulation and through sacrifice of the children over the last 4,000 years, they have finally been able to get the knowledge to feed these angels and create this portal to set up these rituals with perfect numerology. I still can't believe what I'm seeing when it comes to the numbers. Like, this is not human, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. We are witnessing the devil coming into our realm and taking over this world for his last 7 years he's going to have for trial and tribulation before God says that's enough, judgment day, and then sends them to the lake of fire. So escape plan. It was the fallen angels, Astroworld escape plan. Kelly Goodman says, I'm so disappointed in this planet. So let's get to the... Okay, so here's some dates I was looking at. I'll tell you what that is in a second. April 30th, 1938 to November 5th, 2021 was 83 years and 6 months, 6 days. So I'm going to show you the connection with that shortly. So fallen angels, Astroworld escape plan. Remember the 144? It's in the Bible. It's biblical. And Satan is copying this. All the numbers have to align with the Bible because he's copying our Almighty God, our Father who art in heaven. Right? And again, I showed you April 30th, 1966 to, oh, what is this one? Okay, yeah, so April 30th, 1966, which was the founding of the Church of Satan, to July 20th, 1969, right? Which was the Apollo mission to the moon, and it was 3 years, 2 months, 20 days. Since the founding of the Church of Satan, the first ritual they basically did was the moon, the faking of the landing on the moon. So in 1960, so and it's 3 years, 2 months, 20 days. There's your 3, 2, 2, right? With the order of the skull and bones. Joseph Lopez says, how do you do that with like a number generator? Yeah, all of this I use is gematrinator.com, right? Just type that in Google and it'll take you, and you can do date durations. So from the founding of the Church of Satan to the fake landing on the moon, it was 3 years, 2 months, 2 days. And like I showed you before, I'm going to go back to my 322. I don't know why I left that. Oh, no, it was here. There, your 322. So I'm connecting it all. It's all connected. Why the Apollo mission, the Nimrod mission? Because Apollo is another name for Nimrod. That's all I'm going to say, because I've already put the information in another video. So for all my born-agains, for all my true Christians, for all my truthers, Apollo is another name for Nimrod. So if you know what Nimrod represents, then you know why NASA used the name Nimrod and why they fake landed on the moon. 3 years, 2 months, and 20 days after the founding of the Church of Satan. So there's your 322. And your connection to the moon. So Revelation equals 726. So I'm going to show you a bunch of 726s here. So there's fallen angel Obama equals 726. Because I'm telling you right now, this person, a past president, the 6th and 8th king, is fallen angel Obama, 726. Astroworld Feast 2021, 726. Astroworld Hadron Collider Portal, 726. Evil Nation, Live Nation is the concert organizers. Evil Nation, Live Nation, 726. Antichrist, 726. Astrofest Ritual, 726. And Revelation, 726. So there's the birthing ritual. Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner, Antichrist birthing ritual. Because where's all the... See? I'm going to tell you now. It's in the Aleister Crowley's evil satanic book on how to do magic, right? To do his spells and do these seances and do these magic summonings perfectly, they need the energy and the essence of children, right? And look who they use to lure in children to this beast feast. It was Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner, because those two alone have billions of supporters and fans in the likes of children worldwide, right? through their makeup endorsements and their Kardashian TV shows and their Photoshop pictures all over the internet. And then Travis with his Jordan shoes, basketball connections, and his sports, and his Drake, and his PlayStation, Fortnite, and a McDonald's. Is because they've been luring the kids and grooming them for years. Right? Billions of kids follow them, Naomi, together. That's why they're the two chosen, because Kylie Jenner's mom, Kris Jenner, is born on November 5th, the day it happened. So through just those characters alone, billions of children, all their energy that is given on social media to Kim Kardashian, all the energy these children give to trying to look like Kylie Jenner, trying to do their hair like her and their makeup and buy their lip kits and eyeshadow kits. Where's all the children's energy going? Where has it been going for the last 10 years? 20 years, right? Hi, good evening, Angela Argentina, my love, beautiful Angela. Funny, fine. So, again, where has all the energy been going for the last 2 decades of our youth? It's been going to reality TV shows, to Kardashians, to Jenners, to hip hop. Like Travis came out in 2013. So for the last 7 years, all adolescent children have just been overdosed with Travis. And then they partnered him with Kylie Jenner to make them the ultimate duo because all the children of Earth are giving the energy to those two. So then you bring those two to the Astroworld friggin' ritual, satanic ritual, and only children, their energy is just rushing there. So all the energy is there. And once the energy has been gathered in Energy Park, at Energy Stadium in Houston, Texas, energy capital of the world, that's why Houston never went on lockdown in Texas, because Satan relies on the energy. And then once that energy was right there in front of his portal, and they switched it on and had all the frequencies, it just sent like chills through everyone. So they went from being excited into starting to vibrate into a state of fear. So there was so much energy in there that when it started to vibrate in fear, because they started to get scared of all the crushing and all the visuals and the eyeballs and the hands coming over and the fire and the feeling of being in hell, not being able to breathe, then that's it. Then the seance begun, the eyes roll back into the head, and then the sucking of the essence comes. And that's it. Hard work, well paid off. Satan and his fallen angels have been fed with all the last 2 decades of the grooming of the children of this earth. Right? So it was a birthing ritual. The Antichrist, the demonic spirit, the entities that will possess the Antichrist, Barack Obama, has now been birthed somehow through this ritual. So, Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner, Antichrist birthing ritual, 522. Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner, Antichrist birthing ritual 2021, 726. Actually, so that's a smart comment. Jay Stevens says, Nico, please do numbers for Trump and Stormy. Already the connection's there. When Stormy was born, wasn't Donald Trump going through some kind of a scandal with a porn star named Stormy Daniels? At the exact same time that Kylie Jenner supposedly gave birth to this child named Stormy was while Donald Trump was going through the scandal with porn star Stormy Daniels. There's the 726, so the Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner Antichrist birthing ritual 2021, 726. So here we go. Birthing equals 522. Birthday equals 522. Birth date equals 522. Truth equals 522. Noah's Ark equals 522. It's time to get on the truth ark. This is what I represent. Direct descendant of Noah. Perfect in my generations. Truth, Noah's Ark equals 522. So here's some 474s. The concert from hell, 474. Astro Feast, 474. Astronomical, 474. There's your April 30th, 1966, 474. Fallen Angels Leave Limbo at Astroworld, 474. The Beast Obama, 474. UFO Breach, 474. And of course, the Almighty Yeshua, 474, where it all began, which is why Satan is using all of this, because he is copying Yeshua. And there you go, UFO Breach. So don't forget what this is leading up to. Now the fallen angels have been released through the portal at Astroworld. They are now capable to fake an alien invasion. Because for the last 100 years, the militaries, like Area 51 or whatever secret military organizations you know of, they have been creating and building UFOs and machines to fake this end of days invasion to cover up the rapture. All of this has been done to hide the work of God, to keep you from knowing that God exists and to take your soul to hell. So, now that the fallen angels have been released, they are going to use and be the ones to charge and run this technology with AI, and it's going to get very dark and creepy on this earth real quick, so be prepared. Occult symbolism, 726. Son of God, 726. Sorry, Tasha K says, after I watched you last night, I went to bed and dreamed of an alien invasion. Angela Argentina says, not today, Satan. Yes, not today, not any day. People need to prepare physically too. There will be food shortages soon and technology outages. It's all coming. So, 726, occult symbolism, Son of God, the second coming, the My Pet Goat, and the 7 seals. So you remember Little Nas X released Satan's Shoes. It was 726. The Abraham Accord is 726. The number of a beast is 726. President Obama, 726. Antichrist, 726. And Revelation, 726. So let's get into the 6s now, because that's been showing up a lot. It's been in the news daily since the event. 666 cases all over the world. So sorceries. It says, for they will be deceived by the sorceries. The pharmakeia, the pharmaceutical companies are the sorceries. Do not be deceived. It's in the Bible, 666. Mark of beast is 666. Vaccination is 666. I wasn't supposed to say that, so let's Barack Obama mark 666. There you go. Keep looking, because I don't want any of you lot to be putting the mark of the beast inside of you. Right? Yeah, I slipped up there, Angela. Damn it. Okay. So, for all those that want to know about the mark of the beast and what it is, and if this thing that's going around the world right now is it, or if it's a precursor or something, I'm going to tell you right now, it is all mark of the beast, and it has always been mark of the beast, because like I said earlier, we were born into a one world government always, in the old world order. Now we're just switching over to the new world order, where they just make it known that it's a one world government. But it's always been a one world government. Just look back at all the signs. The wars were fake. The countries were always united. And we've always been in Revelation, technically then, because in Canada, we have a thing called a social insurance number. It's called a SIN card, right? SIN card, social insurance number. I understand in America it's SSN, Social Security Number. In England it's a different name. But in all our nations, we already need a mark of the beast to work, to buy, to sell, to trade. The mark of the beast is not new. We've already been conditioned to accept it. So if you have a social insurance number, a SIN card, a mark of sin, then yeah, you need that. In Canada, Toronto, if I don't have this SIN card, a card of sin, then I cannot work. I cannot buy, sell, trade, because if I can't work, I can't accumulate the money to buy or sell, right? Are you guys seeing this? That we've been born and set up for this very moment. That's why it's called the end game. So where was the middle game and the beginning game, right? So if you're in Canada right now, or if you're in Ontario and you want to know what the mark of the beast is, you already have one. It's your SIN card. It's right there in your face. Naomi says luciferase. And yes, if you've taken the government's cure to absolutely nothing, then yeah, now you have luciferase inside of you. You have graphene oxide inside of you, right? If you're wearing the mask, that's a mark of the beast, right? If you're carrying around a QR code on your phone, that's also a mark of the beast. And it's just going to keep coming until they fake the alien invasion, and then until they'll force you to take the actual mark of the beast. They're going to call it whatever, that's going to have the number 666, and you're going to have to take it, because without it, you won't be able to prove if you're human and of this world. Because like I said, they're going to put spaceships in the sky. That's how they're going to fully control this whole earth. That's how the New World Order has it set up. So when they beam their images in the sky with Project Bluebeam or CERN, whatever nonsense they're going to use, then that's it. They'll be able to cover up the rapture, because the rapture is imminent and it's going to happen. Pre-tribulation rapture. This is what all of this is happening across the earth, what they're setting up for, why they're conditioning people with all this UFO crap on the news and all these stories of UFO sightings and all these weird videos of a light floating across some city across the earth. So it's all set up. It's a setup. They control everything. They control the little things and they control the big things, right? So the official mark of the beast, even though we have many now, they're just stepping stones. So if you have the SIN card, you're at one step. If you have the mask, you're at one step. If you have the JAB, you're at another step. And then you just keep going until you get the QR code. And then boom, once the freaking spaceships are in the sky, they're going to be like, and then once people disappear, that's where the anarchy is going to come in. The rapture is going to happen. People will disappear. And when they disappear, there will be fake spaceships in the sky. And the world governments will say, we are under attack. We have visitors from another world. We are being invaded. And our loved ones have been abducted. Then there's going to be the fallen angels doing their demonic, we're aliens and be scary monsters. So then the government's going to say, everyone must go and take this mark on their forehead, a QR code, the number 666, because that's the only way they're going to be able to look at you and see, oh, you're human. You're not one of the aliens that we're under attack from. Okay? So, back to the SIN card. It's already here. So I hope I answered a lot of questions there with what the mark is. It's going to be a Barack Obama mark. Yes, blue beam, Naomi. So Barack Obama, the demonic entities that will possess him once they've fed on energy, which they're doing now, and setting up for this alien invasion. Once the rapture happens, the New World Order would just switch on just like that. All of a sudden, you go to sleep one night and then boom, you wake up the next day, there'll be flying drones everywhere. There'll be robot dogs everywhere. There'll be spaceships in the sky. There'll be helicopters everywhere. It's going to be friggin' like Independence Day, the movie with Will Smith. It's going to be insanity. So get ready. So I don't want to talk about Donald Trump. I'm sorry. This is not about Donald Trump. Please don't ask me about Donald Trump. So here we go. 474. I've been showing you these numbers. Passport, mark of the beast in the end of days. This is showing you that we're in the end of days, and these are all marks of the beast, right? And get used to seeing these numbers because these are decodes. Barack Obama, that's the Hebrew terminology for Barack Obama, which equals 474. And Barack Obama in Hebrew is Luke 10:18. Jesus says, as I saw Satan fall as lightning from heaven. And in Hebrew, when you say that in Hebrew, it's falling from heaven, Satan falling from heaven is Barack Obama. Sorry, someone's mentioning in the comments. Right? So here we go. Akhenaten 474. Barack Obama is a clone of 18th dynasty pharaoh Akhenaten, the father of King Tut. There's some more 666 because Revelation 13:18 tells you that here is wisdom. He that hath understanding can calculate the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 666. I'm sorry, but do not take this if they threaten you with your job. Tell them to keep it. The job means nothing. And remember in the Bible, the story of Job or Job, right? This is all biblical. The names are specifically set for these purposes. Like the founder of the Illuminati's name was Adam Weishaupt, right? Adam, all the Adams are there, like the first man. So Satan wants the first man of his satanic crap to be named Adam too, right? So don't fall into it. God will provide. God will provide. Trust me. Again, the fallen angel Obama, 726, evil nation. So I've already gone over all these numbers with you guys. I've shown you fallen angels, Astroworld escape plan, 144. The world also equals 666. Humanity equals 666. So the concert goers in the crowd were screaming, "Stop the show! Stop the show!" Right? You remember that? You've all seen the footage. Travis could hear that. Stop the show. Well, stop the show equals 66, which is a number of the beast. Kris Jenner turned 66. Do you not see this? Stop the show equals 66. Hadron Collider equals 444. Astroworld Hadron Collider Portal 726. And there you go, the fallen angels return through Astroworld Hadron Collider Portal 666. Upside down cross 726. Yeah, exactly, Aubrey Nickerson. They're calling it the Satanic Panic on TikTok. So So I'm with the resistance. We've been experiencing this shadow banning for years, especially myself, always speaking of God and the truth and Jesus Christ. So yeah, my posts don't go anywhere. A lot of them have been taken down. I've been banned for like half the year on Facebook. I've had a couple of profiles taken away and deleted because of truth. So yeah, these kids are going to have a rude awakening, and I'm sorry they had to experience that. It was hell on earth. They were staring the devil straight in his face. And now they want to speak up, and now they can't because they're experiencing censorship for the first time. They're being deleted. They're being fired from their jobs, right? So yeah, it's time to join the resistance. That's why I founded this, because all of this I knew was going to happen and people were going to be lost and would need something. And this is what happened in Babylon. God sent a resistance there too. That was taken out the Bible because the devil doesn't want you to know that he ever had anyone challenge him. But we are here, and that's it. So there you go. Just as that comment. Astroworld tragedy fuels a new satanic panic on TikTok. Satanic panic on TikTok equals 726. Antichrist equals 726. And Revelation equals 726. A new say everything they post is coded for prophecy. Why is he still in the news? He's still relevant in the news because he's going to be the Antichrist. So I found another connection today, as if this thing will bloody well load. Okay, let's get to this video. Let's get to some Astroworld footage. So, this video is called Woman Notices Something from a video she recorded at the Travis Scott concert. So we're going to play this video. And I want to... You see that flying up above the mountain? Can someone please tell me what that is? Is it a drone? It looks like it has wings and it's carrying an orb and it's hovering over, right? So let's keep looking at this. What is that? Misty West. Does anyone know? Of course, yeah, the Vatican is evil. The whole Catholic religion is evil. The popes, the cardinals, satanic. So yeah, what is that hovering above? You know what it looks like to me? So let me pause it. Wait, that's not a good place to pause it. Sorry. That's not a good place either. Shoot. Okay, yeah, it's on big screen now. So there it is. So watch. I'm going to tell you what I think it looks like. Do you see the imagery here of the goddess Isis? Kelly Goodman, yeah. Did you see that? It had wings. I think it was representation of a goddess, Isis, right? Look at what the Isis represents. Sun, moon, stars. Yes, it does look like that. Are you looking at all the rituals happening that the ancient Egypts used to do the same thing too? Are you seeing what was floating above that crowd? It could have been a goddess, it could have been a god, it could have been a demon, it could have just been a drone. So let's go back to the footage and look and tell me if that's not ISIS. Subscribe to this video. I am working day and night to bring you this truth and crack these codes, but that looks like ISIS with the wings out. Yeah, sorry, let Misty get her glasses on. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was a drone too, but drones don't have wings and look like that. I have drones. That's not a drone. What drone? What drone looks like that? Again, let's keep looking at it. It's Isis. It's symbolism for Isis. I'm not saying it's an actual goddess there. It does look like technology, but it's in the shape of Isis. The phoenix, right? The rising of the phoenix. People are saying it's not a drone. Exactly. I have drones. I fly drones. No drone looks like that with wings that don't flap. Shoot. Yeah, there it is. I paused it at a good spot. There it is. Do you see that? What is that? But what we didn't see that drone footage though. So if they had that drone, with high-powered cameras, where's the footage? Where's the footage? They didn't air it live. It hasn't been posted anywhere. All we've seen is footage from cell phones on TikTok from people in the crowd and from the main Apple live to air, right? Where's the drone footage if that was a drone? Trust me, when you take drone footage or something like this, the first thing you want to do is either stream it live or post it ASAP. So everyone's freaking out. That is ISIS from Egypt, right? It also looks like a skull face, Rhiannon says. Virtual Asylum says Phoenix rising from the ashes, right? Everyone's agreeing. It's not a drone. So let's get back to it and look at the imagery. There it is. We saw it moving and floating around above while all these flames were going on. There it is. It just emerged through the smoke. Guys, share this video because I don't know anyone else that's made this connection. Naomi, correct. It's not a drone. Let's see the way it moves again. Let's watch it. Okay, let's just start it from the beginning. Watch it emerge from the smoke. I'm sorry if the quality's bad, but look at it. It just emerged from that smoke from above the mountain. Now it's hovering there. So let's make this smaller. Let's go back to ISIS. Does it not look like ISIS? And look at all the ISIS imagery right here. With the wings held out, with the moon symbol, it's all symbolism. I'm not saying it was like a physical person like floating over there, but the symbology is what matters. It's the signs and the symbols. People are saying they saw a skull face. Where do you see this skull face? Looks like a face now in the clouds, 2 eyes and a nose. There's footage that's not blurry. Okay, thanks, Sunshine Country Chickens. I'll get it. And thank you, Naomi. So I feel that when I do speeches, I can feel something take over me, and it's the Holy Spirit. And these connections, it's just the sight to see, the vision. I am not blinded by lies, you know, I'm not a buyer of BS. So yeah, that's the ISIS connection. Unbelievable. So let's get back to the Facebook now, which is just acting up. So I'm going to have to reopen it and get you to some more connections to that. Oh, look, 144 in the chat and watching right now. So there's the 144. I'm going to screenshot that. Yeah, everything's happening. Jesus is with us. The Holy Spirit is with us with this live. I just got the 144 sign. Amen, Kathy. Amen. So I just found this. I'll show you where I found it. Well, I came up. I already showed you my Looney Tunes connection with the portal. But I just found another connection with Bugs Bunny and the rabbit. First appearance of Bugs Bunny was April 30th, 1938. Wow. Again, of all the dates, everything I've been showing you is all connected to April 30th. And what is April 30th? It's the Church of Satan, the founding date, the birthday of Satan, the church. Right? April 30th, 66. Travis Scott, April 30th, 1991. Adolf Hitler, April 30th, 1945. Bugs Bunny, April 30th, 1938. So, to pull off this ritual, they have the birthday of the Church of Satan. They have the birthday of the false idol that's going to lure the children in to open the portal. They have the death day of the most evil person in recent history, whether he died or not. It's just, that's how they record it, as death. And then they have the first appearance of some kind of a cartoon character, right? Whether it symbolizes a demon or the fallen angels coming through the portal. Bugs Bunny also first appeared April 30th, 1938. So, April 30th, 1938, to the day of the ritual is 83 years, 6 months, 6 days. So there's just 66. And 83 and 38 is the murder, death, kill number. Okay, I'm going to show you this on Google. So we're going to go to murder by numbers. You're not going to believe this. So like I just said, 83 and 38 are the murder, death, kill number in gematria. I'm going to show you right now. So Bugs Bunny first aired on the Church of Satan's birthday, April 30th, 1938. And it was 83 years until the ritual. 83 years, 6 months, 6 days, right? So, murder, death, kill. Sandra Bullock acted in a movie called Murder by Numbers. Notice that the E and the B is changed to an 8 and a 3. The 2 B's are 8s and 1 E is a 3, reverse 3. So there's your 38 and your 83. At the time that Sandra Bullock filmed that movie, she was 38 years of age, right? You guys are still freaking out about ISIS, I could see. Yeah, find me some clear footage. Let's find out what that was. Drone or some kind of evil thing. So murder by numbers, 83. That's the murder, death, kill number. Right? So there's the connections again with the portal, with the demons, with Bugs Bunny, Adolf Hitler, Travis Scott, and the Church of Satan. So I watched this great video from a channel called Decode Your Reality. So I want to bring up some of the connections that he has here.
Over the length of this presentation. I don't know how long it's going to be. I have, which of course had a phoenix rising over it, which was right there. And, you know, the bullseye through numerology equals the number 28, which this looks like a bullseye, does it not? It most certainly does. And the card that was included in this, the card that was attached to the November 5th date was this card right here called the Two of Diamonds. And of course it is the 28th card in the deck. I want to be really transparent. Here's the boilerplate chart. For those of you that are new, I use the typical deck of playing cards called the Cards of Illumination, and they have a boilerplate chart that's embedded into the calendar, and these tell their story on how this reality works. Here are the 12 months at the top, and then the 31 days run vertically. But here is the category for November, and here is November 5th. Right there is the Two of Diamonds, and then we go to the natural lineages of the cards, and there is the Two Diamonds being the 28th card in the deck. And again, it's a match of the word bullseye. Now, this is not for fun and games, and this is not for jokes, and I'm not trying to be funny with any of this information that I'm going to be presenting to all of you. This is very serious stuff, obviously, but again, this is a script that's not being coded by man. Man is just fulfilling the code, and I will be supporting that throughout the length of this presentation, as I've already mentioned. But this is just one layer of it. We're going to be talking a lot about the golden ratio. Well, not a lot, but we're going to be talking about the golden ratio because the golden ratio has everything to do with the coding of this reality, this script that mankind is just following. Mankind is not in control of at all. Way too many moving parts. And this 1.61, you're going to see this embedded into some of the things that I'm about to show you. So here are the topics of conversation. during this presentation. In the zero position, I'm going to be doing the intro, which is what in the middle is an almost exact replica of the stage that they built for Astroworld. Is that a coincidence? Absolutely not. Is it a coincidence that Travis Scott, who put on the event, has the same birthday as the first appearance of Bugs Bunny, the preliminary version of it? April 30th. Is that a coincidence? And is Warner Brothers in on this conspiracy? You see, at what point will you draw the line to realize mankind's not running this reality? This should prove it to you right here.
So Warner Brothers is in on it, and I'm going to prove it now with some numbers. Because I did the decodes. I don't know if you saw it, but I'm going to do Warner Brothers magic. Warner Brothers magic equals 1776. Shoot, this thing. Okay, it won't let me pick it. But yeah, Warner Brothers magic, 1776. So there's that number coming up again. This was a magic spell ritual by all of these entities, Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes, anything and everything that took part. So it's all there.
And then adding another layer to give you more of a definitive of mankind just being used. This card deck, called the medicine cards, 52 of them matching the 52 weeks of the year, was created in 1988. Has nothing to do with Travis Scott. Has nothing to do with Warner Brothers and Looney Tunes cartoons. Has nothing to do with Bugs Bunny, but yet here we are synchronizing these layers. The rabbit being the 30th card. What is Bugs Bunny? A rabbit. And Travis and Bugs Bunny have the same birthday. Clearly you can see this is not run by man. There's no way this is possible. Chasing the rabbit down the hole. There's the tie-in from alchemy. This is the original icon chosen by the Royal Society of Chemistry. Let me be really transparent with that. Just so we can be clear, those of you that are new, this is the periodic table. There are photographs of all these, or icons, little pictures they chose for all these elements. All of them. And yttrium, the 39th element, which has an atomic weight of 88, which is all about the Back to the Future and time travel, the letter Y, the flux capacitor, the crucifixion. There's the icon they chose. And you can go down in the uses and properties. It's going to tell you it's about radar technology. But clearly the symbolism is there. And does that mean the Royal Society of Chemistry is in on this conspiracy of all these people dying? And are they tied to Travis Scott? Is Travis Scott in bed with the Royal Society of Chemistry? We have another layer now. Come on, folks. When are you going to draw the line and realize that this ritual that you think was done by man could never have been done by man? Man just carried it out. And this is clear right here. Very crystal clear. Going further again, here is the tie-in to Lucifer. Lucifer in Aramaic is the number 39. This is the 39th element, and this is a direct match of the stage presence they created for this event on November 5th. And so you can't miss this. There it is, 39, 39, 88 miles an hour. Then we can get back to this. Back to the Future. Are all those people in on the conspiracy? Because there's the tie-in there. And then we have, of course, the big tie-in with the card, because you see, November 5th is the Two of Diamonds card, the 28th card in the deck. And it's a match to the word Lucifer in Chaldean. Now, before you start jumping up and down, thinking it's the devil and it's Lucifer, it is, but this is what's running this reality, not man. Mankind is just carrying out the blueprint. And this is absolute proof and support for what I'm showing you right now. So what was this all about? What's going on? And who's the Phoenix? Phoenix is tied to the sun, tied to Helios. This is all worship to the sun, all of it. And of course the zodiac signs that are ruled by the sun as it moves along the ecliptic. And of course the moon's in there as well. So this right here, obviously, what's this? It's tied to the portal. And this obviously is going to be the all-seeing eye, probably the sun. But it's clear there in astrology, Astroworld, astrology. You can't miss it, folks. Once you see it, absolutely open up your eyes, because this is what it's all about. So let's get into the second topic now, called soul exchange. And this is where it's at. This is the very reason why all this stuff happened. Now, I want to...
So I watched this already, and I think it's absolutely mind-blowing. Otherwise, I won't be showing it to you. So, yeah. How to Decode Your Reality. That's the channel. I see Joseph Akuviva in the chats pumping out those gematria codes. You guys are being blessed through these lies. We have the right people here giving the right information, and you're not going to see the Astroworld decoded anywhere else without us guys here doing it and showing it to you. So let's get back into this, because this is what happened. It was a soul exchange.
Digress. And I do want to say, as I present this first slide to you, obviously the numerology has spoken. This is what they portrayed at the concert, inside the tunnel. See you on the other side. And there is the 77. What's the number 77 tied to? It's tied to this element right here, selenium, which, if you've been paying attention, it's part of the time loop that we're in, the loop that we're stuck in. And it's the moon, the sun, and earth. Selenium is the god of the moon. If I show you through the Royal Society of Chemistry, again, the clues
You're welcome,
are
Vikima.
contained inside this entire periodic table. But there it is, selenium, and there's the clue. The name is derived from the word Selene, the Greek name for the moon. And it's tied to the goddess of the moon. And it's right there. So this is what's going on. This is your soul exchange. It goes to the moon, to the sun, back to the earth. Or in the reverse order, something like that. Still haven't been able to absolutely give you the authoritative narrative on this, but I believe now it's from the earth to the moon to the sun and back to the earth again. That is your loop. And this is what it's talking about. Now, folks, I want you to use your common sense before I move on to the next slide. And I want, for those of you that think man did this, okay? You see, there were no guns involved in this, in these deaths. There was nothing planned on it because it was a crowd of people rushing towards the stage, and there was no control over how many people would have died from being squished or whatever, however they passed on. Absolutely no control. And for those of you that say there were more than 8, if you weren't there, where are the parents coming forward to say that my child died as well? The story is there's 8, and I'm going to be getting into the very reason why. Because it's tied to the sun. But this was not, there's no way it could have been completely controlled, because the crowd, all 50,000 people that rushed the stage,
Decode Your Reality.
People would have to be in on the conspiracy. So if you got to use your common sense. There was no bullets, no arrows, no knives, no bombs. It was a rush of people, a crowd rush. That's what killed these people. It was controlled by energy outside of our reality. You got to use your common sense. Here are the names that were released. The 8 names that were released. And when I did the numerology of them, I found the key right away. I automatically knew, because I've been doing this research. When you add up all of their ages, you're going to get the number 165, which is a number anagram of 156, which, if you know your numbers, the number 911 is the 156 prime number. But that's...
Sorry, guys. I need to get you to the bull god.
Let's get into the next topic. This one's going to be a big one.
You guys will be able to watch that in your own time on his channel, but...
Some movies. This is the reason why I decided to decode this. A few people had recommended it. I didn't want to do it because I don't want to give it any energy, and just, you know, for me it's a double-edged sword because you get.
So this guy is, someone sent me his stuff today. His channel is Decode Your Reality. So he goes deep into like astrology and the horoscopes, right? So like I said, Astroworld was an energy transfer of the chakras. That's why each one of these colors of the chakras is represented in the Astroworld logo. And an energy park also has a logo that has all the chakra colors on it, right?
Bugs Bunny, the Looney Tune that we're in, but he's a Taurus. Taurus is the second zodiac sign. There's a reason why I got this thing right here, this stone. Those of you that are Marvel fans, there's a very specific reason. It's all tied to this orange, and it's tied to the sacral chakra in the chakra system, and in astrology, it's tied to the second astrology sign, Taurus, which is ruled and operated by Venus, and that's why Venus is tied to Lucifer. But Lucifer's the sun. As it moves through Taurus, then you're going to get Venus activity. And this is the most insane part. This blew my doors off. Let me narrate this, okay? Because you're probably wondering, what am I doing with this guy Ross? And listen, this guy Travis, this is his birth card. Card 17, the 4 clubs, April 30th, right here. I also have the date of August 22nd, which has this card as well. And the very reason why I have this character right here, Red Skull from the Avengers movie, this is the movie that I watched just the other day. I watched Endgame again out of the clear blue about a week ago. And then someone had mentioned I should decode Astroworld. And when I decoded it, I put 2 and 2 together. I started decoding it. I was floored. In this movie, this is the guy who plays Red Skull. This guy right here was the protector of the Soul Stone.
Uh-oh.
The Soul Stone. Ross Marquand. August 22nd, played the Red Skull. And then before him was Hugo Weaving, who played Mr. Smith in the movie The Matrix.
Thank you,
Who,
Steezy.
of course, wanted to keep you asleep. Same character, same guy. What do you think the odds would be? And he had the 4 of spades. But make no mistake about it, it's all about this color orange, the bull, Taurus. Wait till I get to the astrology to show you the significance of this and the absolute total support that this is all about the bull god. But let me show you right here. This movie, if you haven't seen it, you're not going to understand or understand what I'm about to show you. But those of you that have watched the Avengers movie, Infinity Wars and Endgame, it was about the Soul Stone. And what was the Soul Stone all about? Remember, Soul is 19, Spirit is 19, matching the Sun card in the tarot. The color orange. Why was this the color orange? Because it's tied to the Soul Stone. What happened at this event? People lost their souls. They lost their lives. And this guy right here who played the Red Skull, this guy right here, in order to get the Soul Stone, he had to tell you how to get there. He was your host. And he told you, if you want the stone, it's a soul for a soul, a life for a life. And you get the stone. If you know the movie, if you've seen the movie, folks, this, I'm telling you, it's all tied in. And what are the odds that this guy who was the actor of this has the same birth card as Travis Scott? Think about what I am showing you here. A soul for a soul. Taurus, the color orange, number 2. And wait till I show you the zodiac wheel tied to November 5th. It's all tied to this, the color orange. Soul for a soul. Here's the end game. This is Hawkeye and Scarlett Johansson playing Black Widow. One of them had to lose their lives to get the stone. Think about what I'm telling you. A soul for a soul. And then you have this guy where there were people that lost their lives. Soul for a soul. And it's this chakra right there. Taurus.
Guys, this is very, very important because this guy, here's his channel, Decode Your Reality, right? Subscribe to him. I'll show it to you because he's got amazing decodes. This is what I was been saying in my last live. So when you watch part 1 to this part 2 here and the one I did before, the 4-hour live, I'm showing you that it was an energy harvesting ritual, right? So watch this. I'm going to go to the Travis Scott Astroworld logo. Right? So here it is. These are the chakra colors, right? All the chakra colors are there. There they are. The orange, the red, the yellow, the blue, the green, the purple. Chakras, right? The purple being the crown, red being the root. So orange, red, yellow, blue, purple, green. There's your orange, red, yellow, blue, purple, green. For your energy, for all the chakras. Astroworld contains all of the chakras. Watch this. And it took place at NRG Park. So NRG Park also contains the chakra colors for energy. And Houston is the energy capital of the world. So why does Astroworld that took place at NRG Park have the chakra colors in their logos? The orange, the red, the yellow, the blue, the green, and the purple. Because they were siphoning energy, a soul for a soul. So let's continue with this because he's going to show you more.
And Venus, a soul for a soul. And then I just watched this movie out of the clear blue. Out of the clear blue, I was already decoding this presentation. But then I decided I hadn't seen this movie. I heard it got bad reviews, but I decided to watch it. And sure enough, there was the other clue that the universe was delivering to me. It was this stone right here in this latest Wonder Woman movie. It was called the Dream Stone. What color was it? Amber, orange. It was a citrine, if you know your gemstones. Soul stone. And it was called the Dream Stone. And it had magical powers. This is what it says right here off the internet by the God of Lies, also known as the Duke of Deception in the film.
The Duke of Deception. So it's the Dreamstone, right? And it's the God of Lies, also known as the Duke of Deception. What you're about to see now is going to mess up your minds for the rest of the night. Watch this.
And when this popped up, civilizations collapsed. We're in the dark age right now, folks. The big takeaway, if you're already not blown away already by what I'm showing you, a soul for a soul.
Raven Brown.
This entire movie was about your wish coming true, stating your wish. If you've seen this movie, the big clue was right there, was the Duke of Deception. That was the character who was all part of this making a wish. And the clue that I found was written on the neck of Travis Scott, which was right there. Let me zoom in for those of you that are on your phones. What does that say right there?
The Duke of Deception. The Duke of Deception. It is all connected. I hope you guys are taking this all in, because this is not by chance. This is a well put together satanic ritual to pull this off. And what happened was, I made the live, it said Travis Scott releases fallen angels from limbo at Astroworld. This is how they did it. And myself and this guy here, Decoding Your Reality, Joseph Aquaviva, we're all here decoding this with and it's so much. There is so much to go through that not one of us could just do it by ourselves. So this is amazing. So Duke, is the Duke of Deception, and Duke is tatted on Travis Scott's neck.
That's right. It says Duke. Now, when do you think he got that tattoo? By the looks of it, looks like it's been on there for quite some time. I got tons of tattoos. So do you think that Wonder Woman was based off this Duke of Deception because this guy got a tattoo of Duke on his neck? Or would it just make more sense that this guy was being used? And these people are being used. And this story that was created is being used. Because, folks, this is not a coincidence. And he's got a cross there. These are not coincidences. This is all part of the script. Orange stone, orange stone. Think about what I'm showing you here. Same birthday as the Red Skull, who had to show you how to get the soul stone. A soul for a soul. The Duke of Lies, or the Duke of Deception, tied to Wonder Woman. Think about what I'm showing you here, folks. Okay? Clues that most people aren't going to pick up on. But, of course, again, I was supposed to watch this movie. Had nothing to do with Astroworld, but has everything to do with it. If you study the 72 demons, there's dukes of hell. There's the dukes of hell. In the 72 names of the angels and demons, there's the dukes of hell. Anyway, so it's all about Taurus and the bull god, folks. That's what it's about right there, Taurus. When you put the chakras there, absolutely. Taurus is the second sign. He has 2 horns because the horns are the devil horns. It's the bull god, which is why the bull was revered in the Bible. The Bible. What do you think the Bible is all about? Worshipping Taurus. I know some of you that are Christians, you're not going to want to believe that. That's totally fine. I'm not here to convince any of you. I'm just merely here to show you what I have found through discoveries and research. And I've done more than the average bear. The things have been answered, folks. This is what you've been looking for if you've been searching. This is it. The bull god. Also tied to this brand right here. Why do you think it's the color orange? This brand was created in the 1970s. There is the symbol tied to the sun, folks. There's the portal right there. You can't miss it. You can't miss this. Why is this drink colored orange?
Bullseye.
It has nothing to do with what happened, but it has everything to do with the bull god and Taurus. It's orange because Taurus is orange. Right there. Taurus is orange. It's all right there tied to the number 2 chakra. What's the number 2? Procreation. Go watch my decode on Prison Planet 1 and 2. I show you the reproductive system tied to the incarnation-reincarnation process. Soul exchange. It's not pretty, ladies and gentlemen, but that's how this reality is run. It's not run by man. Look at this. This is the tagline. I don't want to give too much energy to this because these guys have nothing to do with, but they have everything to do with because they're tied into the matrix. This is their tagline. Right there. It equals the number 75. Where does the number 75 appear in the string of pi? 47. What's 47 tied to? Tetragrammaton, of course, but it's tied to this element, titanium. What's the number 22 tied to? Taurus the bull, because what's 2? What's number 2? Taurus. Taurus the bull is 2. Second house. 22 is a hierarchy of 2. It's the bull god, folks. Gives you wings. A soul for a soul. Angels flying up to heaven. This is all symbolic. Probably not meant to do that because, of course, this energizes you. That's what they mean. That it gives you wings. Gives you energy. But when you look at the deeper layers of this and what's coding it behind mankind and using mankind to code it, it's all tribute to the bull god, Taurus. And, of course, what is the Taurus fields? Tied to Taurus.
Yes, Heather.
Tied to Taurus.
Okay, so let's get off this guy. You guys can all check him out. Heather said, has anyone else noticed an evilness in the air ever since that concert, though? Heather, great question. Because like I said, I'm going to take you to my Facebook again now. because every day since this festival, since that portal opened and they fed off the energy of the youth, the market, everything has been going very, very evil. So, showed the numbers, here's some previous lives, check all of this stuff out. This is my Facebook, by the way, so if you can find me, add me, and you can see all the decodes and all the memes I've made all on there. So this is today's news. Actually, let's go to yesterday's news, and then we'll come to today's news, because that's where it began. So yesterday, global news. This is all from mainstream media. Ontario reports 666 new cases, right? Ontario, this is November 14th, 2021. So this is all post Astroworld. Post Astroworld, correct? So Ontario. Mongolia, this is not in Canada. This is not Ontario. This is also post Astroworld. Mongolia logs 666 new cases. 13th of November, post Astroworld. 666 COVID cases in Nottinghamshire. Right? This is in England now. This is November 8th. Again, post Astroworld. 666 infected across 104 new outbreaks at Michigan schools. Post Astroworld. So ever since this portal opened, the 666 has been a next level. So that was yesterday's news and from last week. And then today it repeats again. And then the more countries show up. So today, November 15th, Lindell man jailed after violence on 666 Park Avenue. Terry P. Hatton sells 666 shares of Murphy USA Inc. November 13th, post Astroworld. I don't speak this language, but it's all there. Oh, the translation was available. I could have translated it, but I think it's better that you see that no matter where you are, no matter where you are on this earth, no matter who you are, no matter race, sex, age, no matter what language you speak, the Satan is coming. He's here, right? No matter what language, whether you speak language or not, there is no hiding from what is about to happen. This is the whole earth. Satan is coming to rule. This is Greece. Greek. Again, November 12th, post Astroworld. Why is every nation on earth, every culture, every language reporting 666? Just as Revelation says. Germany, the 13th, also 666. So all of a sudden, after Astroworld, every nation on earth reports 666. There's a Spanish nation now. 666. A Russian nation. 666. Every language, every nation, all post Astroworld. So yeah, this is the crazy video of today. I'm going to look at it again. Wow, it just emerged through the smoke. What is that? So that's what we're trying to find out, is what that is floating. That just emerged through the smoke, through those two right there. That came from high up. And I'm telling you, it looks very similar to ISIS. All right, guys, I don't know what more I have to show you. You're going to have to watch the previous lives, right? With all the information, I've given so much. I've given Book of Enoch in the 4-hour live the other day, releasing the fallen angels at Astroworld. And as you can see, people in the comments have said that ever since this took place, there's been a evil in the air. And I've shown you all news stories around the world have been showing the mark of the beast, the number of the beast. So yeah, let me talk to some of you before I end this. Whew, it's late. So yeah, there's a lot of info out there now. Jesus is coming. Fear God. That really thought they would get away with it and people wouldn't notice. No one noticing. Of course, they know that that's why they have censorship, because they know they can't, God blesses some of us, and if God has blessed some of us, they know that they'll never have a hold over anyone that is with our Father, right? That chooses Jesus Christ. That's it. They just move on and will silence you and keep you quiet. You're welcome, royal priesthood. So if anyone's got any more things they'd like to talk about, I'm looking at all the comments now. Mark of the Beast, Christina Williams. Yeah, I think I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, so I'm sorry if you guys joined in late and missed some of the beginning information, but it's pretty much all here. Oh, Finland. I see some Finnish flags over there. You're welcome, Island Boy. Misty West is here as usual, always loyal. Did you see the demon jump in the crowd at Astroworld? Yeah, I actually posted one of those videos. It's on my YouTube channel, so subscribe to this channel because I'll be giving this information. I'll be finding more information and sharing that, just like I shared Decode Your Reality's video here. Pretty well done. So, has any of the videos I've done this past week helped anyone along the way? What are we all leaning more towards? Because this is evidence to me. I don't need to see anymore or seek anymore, because I know deep in my gut and my heart and my soul that this is happening. It happened and it's happening constantly now. Someone asked, did you watch the scene in Queen of the Damned movie? Oh, with Aaliyah. I haven't seen that film in years. So if you have something to share, let us know. Repent, give your life to Jesus. It's incredible. I got so many great people in here, children of God. We all potentially could be the 144,000. We're all from all parts of the world here, and the rapture is imminent. That's it. I've been preparing and showing you what's happening, so I need to prepare myself. I need to also repent because I am not perfect. Yes, Sean K, things are getting crazy. But as things are getting crazy, we're getting more and more blessed. The ones that have the truth in their hearts. Like the more evil that comes in the world, the more that we can see it and expose it and wake up more of those that have never seen or had any idea of the spiritual world, right? The chosen of God, exactly. Joseph put, the chosen of God equals 144. That's incredible. You're welcome, guys. This is the end of it. I'm just here taking some reading your questions and stuff and having a chat. So winding down late right now. I think it's what is it? It's only 10:20. So yeah, I'm done with the staring at the screen and looking at all the signs and symbols. Someone gaming with Shaz. What I can say to your question is yes and no. No man that I know dresses like that. So most likely a boy, if you know what I mean. Yeah, lots of like-minded people. That's why it's great. I see in all the intelligent, intellectual comments coming through, some great questions. I silenced that one troll. I wanted to block him, so I don't know why 300 seconds is going to keep someone silent. It's not good enough. God bless every single one of you. Mike Ledger. Go figure. Yeah, I read it. I agree. It's all part of the image of the beast, right? So not only do we have mark of the beast, there is an image of the beast. What do you guys think the image of the beast is? It's anything opposite to what our Lord made us. A perfect man, perfect woman, and our generations, perfect in our generations. And everything that Satan does is to corrupt that. So in Satan's world, man, boys are girls and girls are boys, right? Talk about the Hollywood meaning, wizards, wands made out of Hollywood. So yeah, you're smart. Like I said with my video earlier or yesterday with news, the news is spelled broadcasting, right? So the N in news is north, the E in news is east, the W in news is west, and the south in news is the S in news is south, right? So it's north, south, east, west, broadcasting spells. Hollywood also with their Hollywood. So the wood from the holly tree is the strongest conductor for magicians when they make their wand. So they use the Hollywood. So the big sign in Hollywood is a big Hollywood wand as they cast their spell on everyone through their Hollywood. You're welcome, J7. End Time says, I think the 144,000 are the Israelites who were murdered by Pharaoh in the Old Testament and by Herod in the New Testament. Revelation 7, 4-8. Yeah, Gaming with Shaz was here yesterday. So yeah, as you guys know, I've done like 10 hours now in the last 3 days on this, exposing all of this. So one of my videos got deleted. So in the 4-hour video I did, that's still up. A lot of the information in the one that got taken down is in that video, which is probably why it's so long. So they're all embarrassing. Christina Williams says Little Nas X is embarrassing. They all need to be cancelled. So right now, all the heat, all the flack, all the cancelling is just aimed at Travis and Kylie. Yeah, cancel them, but cancel everyone else too. You're not just going to cancel Travis and Kylie and then let Lady Gaga still do her blood stuff and her satanic stuff. You're still going to let Lil Nas X release Satan shoes and make videos for kids of him, blaspheming in the Garden of Eden and riding down on a pole, stripper pole into hell to give the devil a lap dance. And this is what children are watching and taking in. No wonder they're going to Astroworld. You're going to cancel Travis Scott and Kylie, and you don't think another Astroworld could possibly take place? It's all of them. Cancel, yes. Vikima Young says, cancel the whole Hollywood, whatever. Get rid of them. We're done having them tamper with our lives. We're done having them as false idols, having them just influence the masses with their low vibrational crap. The Weeknd and Future had a song called Reppin' the Low Life. So I've known since 2016, 2017, I noticed the music was getting darker and darker, and to the point where you didn't even understand everything because these Travis Scotts and the 21 Savages are all mumble rap, so they're just humming and mumbling and using auto-tune and tone or whatever it is. Lemon Oak says, we made them millionaires. Honestly, it's not about the money. We just made ourselves broke. Honestly, we gave them our energy. We gave them our energy. It's all about the energy. Because for us to give them our money, they don't need it. They're going to get money anyway because they're part of the elites. They just want us to not have money, right? So don't feel like we funded them and we can stop it. No matter what, they were chosen for this. To waste our energy, to have our energy focused on them delivering us the crap spells that the elites want to give, but they're not going to give it because they're all, Rockefellers and Rothschilds, and we know who they are. So they get these false idols, these stars and musicians and sports stars to deliver the crap, the satanic crap to the masses. So yeah. cancel them. Speak for yourselves. I never funded this garbage. Exactly. I have. I'm not. I've got. I was at the concert. I went to Travis Scott's show in 2018, Astroworld, and I've been to a lot of shows before that one. And Astroworld was the last one I went to, and I was done. I was done with everything that I saw. I was done. I saw they've been doing the Astroworld wasn't the first energy harvesting. They've been taking energy because I saw it happen 3 years ago. Angela Argentina saying bye, good night. Good night, beautiful. I'm an island boy, says Nico. Save this live. Yeah, I'm trying my best. And if you guys, you can save them yourselves too. You could go to Y2Mate and you can just copy the link in the web browser, and then you can download it that way. I downloaded one of mine for backup, and one it won't let me, so I'm gonna find another way. Robbie Ivy says, I happened across you yesterday and subbed. Please pray for me as I am in a fight between good and evil. Yeah, we're praying. We're praying for you. We're praying for everyone else. We're praying for ourselves. We're praying for the lives lost at Astroworld. The youngest and the latest death was announced yesterday. Ezra Blount, 9 years old, I believe. Is just unbelievable. This is not the end. This is only the beginning. And the faster we all communicate and share our findings and our work and educate the rest who don't have the time, who aren't aware, but may have questions, because this whole event has triggered, like, the media is calling it a satanic panic, but it really is like people have questions. They want to know. They've heard some of the testimonials and people want to know. And we're here sharing what happened. I wasn't there, but because I've been looking into this, I honestly know exactly what happened, what it must have felt like. And I feel for all those that went into there thinking they were just going to have a good time. And pretty much hit with hell on earth. Portal, ritual opening ceremony for the fallen angels, feeding of the beast, big celebration for the Jenners and the Kardashians for their 66th birthday. Yeah, Stephen Riley's blessing everyone in the chat room. So T. Clem says Kanye West is a believer now. There's no way that Kanye West married to Kim is anything of a believer. But that's what they want you to believe. Mike Ledger says Kanye is a wolf in sheep clothing. Lindsay's blessing everyone too. So yeah, this is how we do it. Once we unite and we can bless each other and keep these evil entities out our lives, you'll see God return and bless us all. And hopefully will rapture us all and spare us trial and tribulation. But that's the thing. I can't listen to any of them anymore. And that's how they trick you. So when they first come out, they bring out these idols and they seem so innocent. And the music is honestly really good, right? When they come out. And then as they get more popular and they do more rituals, then the music starts to go downhill, gets a lot more crappier. And then you start looking at it and you be like, what is this? Like, look at the Drakes and the Justin Biebers. Like, when Drake first came out, he was honestly pretty good. The music was constant and it was good. And then he just got more and more famous, did more and more rituals, and then the music just became trash. Same with Justin Bieber. We all seen the rise of Bieber because he grew up in the industry or was really young when he entered it, like 9-10 years old. And we just watched him. Everyone admired him. And that's how they do it. They let you feel like you're a part of their lives and make you love them and travel there, watch them get his first haircut and all this dumb nonsense, right? And then the music just gets amazing. And then the Purpose album with the Sorry and the Where Are You Now, and it was so good and everyone was having fun and they look their best, right? And then all of a sudden everything goes downhill. They start looking like crackheads and druggies and look like they need rehab. And the music becomes crap and more satanic and just weird, right? Like, look at that Yummy Yum and stuff. That's so satanic. with all the pink. I just got adrenochrome vibes and babies and stuff from all the new music is just evil. They changed the frequencies, they changed the everything. The signs and symbols are just more in your face now and gross, right? You'll see it. Look at the little Nas X. That's just the most plain sight one. But they're all like that, but not as in your face, right? They're not riding a pole down to hell or blaspheming in the garden, but they are subtly, right? It's all the same crap they're delivering to our kids, to us, to the masses, to the whole world. Thank you, T. Clem. Left it all. I'd rather be here talking to all of you, hoping you can all make the right decision. But I can't force anyone to do it. I'm not here to force people. I'm just here to give out the information in a set way without any manipulation surrounding it and trickery, because everything Satan gives us, he does give us the truth, but it's covered in lies. So, because he doesn't want you to know the truth, but he knows he has to have the truth out there in order to take your soul to hell. Because just like that video showed with the Endgame Marvel scene with the whole soul for a soul, right? It's a soul for a soul. You have to free will give your soul. They can't just take it. So this is why all the grooming and everything, right? Sorry, let me see some more of the comments. It's not about the money. They're giving out money. The governments have been giving out money for the last 2 years, trillions of dollars. It's never been about the money. Money was fake and was an illusion of you could rise and live the American dream and be a millionaire. No, it was all fake. Because now XRP is going to take over. Cash is dead. It's going to go to digital currency. It's just the countdown is on. We're probably in the last 10 seconds, and seconds go quick these days, right? Matthew 22:24 or Matthew 22:24 to 29. Joseph says, working on the Aurora shooting today, all by the code, 6 teenagers. Wow, this is the first I'm hearing of it. So yeah, subscribe to Joseph Aquaviva. For anyone here that's new and impressed and intrigued by gematria and how all the decoding works. Yeah, we're here, born again, followers of Christ. Every day, Joseph, there's going to be rituals. That's what we were showing. Since there were rituals happening every day before Astroworld, but those rituals were happening for Astroworld. So every ritual for the last 100 years or 50 years was leading up to opening the Astroworld portal. So now it's been open and they succeeded with doing that task 666 days, months, 666 months, 6 days after the founding of the Church of Satan. It happened. So now the rituals are going to be next level, because now the fallen angels are out of limbo. They left purgatory through that portal. So now the rituals are to bring about the cover-up of the rapture and to fake an alien invasion / abduction. This is what it's leading up to. Mark of the beast, rapture, tribulation, judgment day. All the numbers are good, Lindsay. 444 is good. It's just Satan uses all of them. Everything belongs to God. Nothing belongs to Satan. He's just here in his essence, manipulating everything since he came here. Since the fall of man, he doesn't own anything. He just knows how to manipulate everything, right? And create his own version of what God has done. So God creates an earth and creates man and woman. Satan creates the metaverse, right? And creates boy and girl, right? But the boy is really a girl and the girl's really a boy. So everything he does is backward because he's jealous of God. And he wants what God has, which we are for God to worship him. So he wants us instead to worship him. This is what the manipulation is. It's just, when it comes down to it, we're just dealing with a brat, with a rebellious teenager that got angry because God, his father, created us. That's all we're dealing with here. It's just some rebellious, bratty teenager, but it's not a human teenager. It's a friggin' fallen angel, son of God, that has unlimited power, that has infinite intelligence. So yeah, when he saw us created, he vowed to destroy us. And that's it. He's not gonna let up. And so he has nothing to lose. So they've already made their bed. We still have everything to gain. This is what you don't understand, how valuable each and every one of you are. And how powerful God is, that even the most ignorant person on this earth can still wake up today not knowing anything up until now, and just boom. Like, that's how miracles work. If God wants you to wake up, he'll wake you up. A lot of those, and at the Astroworld, a lot of those kids went into there oblivious to God, to heaven, to Satan and hell and all demonic entities. But now, after surviving an event like that, they are fully awake and born again. That's how it works. So yeah, this is it. So the rituals are happening daily, hourly, by minute. Who knows? We're not getting all the information, but I can imagine these angels have been locked in limbo for 4,000 years, and now they're out, and now they're just going to wreak havoc. But that's why their time is short, because God knew this would happen, and it was written in Matthew 22, 24 to 29. That's why he shortened time. So if anyone has realized or felt that time has been moving really fast, like abnormally fast, it's because it is. The days have been shortened. We have lost a third of time. So 8 hours has been just disappeared. But we still see a 24-hour day, but that 24 hours is now like congested to make up. So the seconds still get 24 hours, but the seconds are no longer 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. You can't do that anymore. Try doing that. I remember growing up in England, we had 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. And even still, the way I'm saying it was too quick. Seconds moved so slow, right? And if you watch countdowns today, you try to do 1,000 or 1 Mississippi, 3 seconds, 4 seconds would have already gone by now. And it is written. So we're going to go to the Bible. Because everything I'm telling you is biblical end of days prophecy and revelation. And they are trying to hide and disguise what is happening. Also, they want to keep you oblivious all the way up until Judgment Day. They want to keep you oblivious all through trial and tribulation. They want to keep you oblivious to what happened in the rapture and fake and alien invasion. So we're going to go Matthew. So I'm talking about time right now. This is completely off topic, but it's not off topic because it's all connected. So is anyone here in this live or in the chat experiencing or been thinking about time? Has it been moving quicker? And I'm going to show you using scripture that God said that he was going to do what is happening right now. And if you can't see it, then you're missing it, right? And I don't want you to miss it. This is where we are, right? And except those days should be shortened. There should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Right? For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And this is what the fake sun is for. So I made a video almost 2-3 years ago, because I was already awoke to Bible prophecy. I saw it already happening and being hidden. So watch this. So like I already knew we were living in the end days because I could feel it. I could see the way man had become lovers of themselves, proud, covetous boasters, right? I was like, wow. All they do is stare in the mirrors all day or stare at their phones. And like, I seen it. And I know the Bible because I've lived it my whole life. So immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. The sun, so immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened. And what I'm saying is, we're about to go into tribulation and the sun will be darkened. But they're going to hide it because they don't want you to know that you're in tribulation. Because if you know, then you'll know that you'll have to repent. Satan doesn't want anyone repenting and changing their ways and choosing God and Jesus Christ. So how is he going to disguise the sun being darkened? Because it's in the Bible. So if the sun all of a sudden turns black and goes dark, and there's darkness on earth, everyone's going to be like, holy moly, the Lord is real. There's going to be a mass awakening. This is what Satan doesn't want. That mass awakening leaves him alone to burn in hell for an eternal damnation, right? This is where the chemtrails come in. This is why they spray the skies, because I'm going to show you what they've been doing up there. They've been building something, and they don't want you to see it. So they built something in the skies to hide this very prophecy. So we're going to go to my channel. It's on King Nico. And you're not going to believe this. I'm going to go back a couple years because I made this years ago. So like I said, all my videos, I didn't just start doing this since Astroworld. I've been doing this for a very long time. So we're going to go back to the year 2019 when I was fully woke by then. Like I knew this was going to happen. So yeah, 2 years ago. It's called Fake Sun Simulator. Matthew 24:29. So we're going to watch this quickly.
So I wanted to talk to you lot about the sun simulator. You have a fake sun in the sky.
A fake sun.
For it. So on July 6, 1971, NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration. You already know where the name NASA really.
So there is already a patent from NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, equals 666, by the way. Type that into the Gematrinator. So July 6, 1971. This is official NASA documents. There's the memorandum from the Office of the Assistant General Counsel for Patent Matters, right? Subject, announcement of NASA-owned U.S. patents in star. They are creating a star, and they've been making it since the 70s, right? So let's continue with the video.
comes from. It comes from the Hebrew word nashor, which is translated as to morally seduce or to deceive, deceivers. So they've had this pattern for 5 decades.
And it was called star because the sun is a star.
5 decades old, is about creating an artificial sun capable of illuminating.
So here we go, because you probably can't hear that because it's so quiet. Guys, this is very important. Like I said, this is how they're covering up prophecy. All the money, all the funding, all the NASA, all these organizations, their business is to hide Bible prophecy because the Bible is the truth. The Bible is the truth. Jesus Christ is the truth. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by the Lord Jesus Christ. We are living in a fallen world. A world created by God, but the people, the powers, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. They are hiding God. This is their business. They are hiding God because of what the angels did. We never got a chance to be humans in this world because Satan and the angels came here and destroyed us. And they made a pact. I showed you that pact in the book of Enoch. They made a pact because they knew as soon as they left heaven and came to earth that they would never be able to go back and would not be forgiven. So they have a pact, which means they have nothing to lose. They know their fate. Their fate is already sealed in the lake of fire, which is why they've been trapped in limbo for 4,000 years, been using voodoo and magic rituals and the works of Franz Barden and Manly P. Hall and Aleister Crowley to get people to serve them and do sacrifices and blood rituals so they can gain the power to get man to slave for them, build the technology so that they can somehow open a portal to bring them through. And only the angels have that knowledge. And now they're going to hide Bible prophecy because they have always known from before they left heaven. They made a pact because they knew they would never come back. So that they have to go through with this because no matter what, they're going to the lake of fire. But their mission is to take us with them. And the only way they can do that is if they hide God. Because once we know that God is real, we ain't following them nowhere. So NASA, they create a fake sun.
Most, if not the entire globe, we already know the Earth is flat. It's not a globe. The same way our real sun does now. Sun simulator.
There are 2 suns in the sky.
What I'm getting at here.
That's what they're hiding. There are 2 suns.
Why all the fake sun?
So when God does darken the sun, they have a fake sun that's going to remain lit. So we won't see or know of the day of darkness. If we're left behind in tribulation and we don't see the darkness because they have the fake sun in the sky too. That's where all this extreme heat's been coming from over the past couple years because there's 2 suns in the sky. One belongs to the Lord and the other one is a fake NASA star. So again, it's my little baby. So the book of Enoch. They're hiding God. Don't let them fool you. Don't let these angels take you to hell with them and not get the chance to experience heaven. And the angels, the children of the heavens, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. Semyaza, who was their leader, said unto them, I fear ye will not indeed agree to do this deed, and I alone shall have to pay the penalty of a great sin. And they all answered him and said, Let us all swear an oath, and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations, not to abandon this plan, but to do this thing. Then swear they all together and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And they were in all 200, and descended in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. This is what was taken out of the Bible. This is why you need the book of Enoch, because the angels don't want you to know that they exist, even though their statues are in every city and village on earth. So yeah, you got to have all of them. You got to have all the text. You need all the word of God. Weird stuff is happening right now. And that's what they've been hiding, is the true story of our earth, our true history, who built all those government buildings. It was the fallen angels. The evidence of the angels is everywhere. You have to open up your eyes. Take off the blinders. Add me on Facebook. Watch the rest of my videos. I've been exposing this. Let me show you another video of what I've been explaining, of what's about to go down. So again, this is how it's going to look.
As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. In those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day that Noah entered the ark. They did not know until the flood came and carried them all away. So will it be also at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be left out in the field, one will be taken and one will be left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill, one will be taken and one will be left. Therefore, stay awake, for you do not know on which day your Lord will come. Be sure of this, if the master of the house had known the hour of night when the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake and not let his house be broken into. So too, you also must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come.
Right? Did you see that? Every city on earth they are in. This is Toronto. And every city, high up above the ground, there are angel statues everywhere, standing outside or on top of the buildings they created. They have the best view of every city because they are in control. The fallen angels are everywhere. This is Toronto. Look at this. They built these buildings. All of this architecture is fallen angel creations. No, these are the fallen angels. Fallen. They tricked you, made you think angels are good and cute. No, these angels are evil. These are the fathers of evil. These are the fathers of the dinosaurs and all the beasts. They came here to corrupt DNA, and they did. And they're doing it again now. Everything they did in the days of Noah was DNA corruption. They want to corrupt our DNA because it is the genetic code and signature of God. These angels are everywhere. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Yes, people. Psalms 19:1. Start realizing who is ruling this earth. Start understanding what demonic demons are. They are fallen angels. I got lots of lives here, you guys. If you want all the information, I got information on griffins, because griffins are all over the world too. They were the pets of the Nephilim and the fallen angels. They guard treasures all over the earth.
It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or in their foreheads, so that they could not buy, sell, or trade unless they had the mark, which is the name on the number of the beast, for that number is 666.
So yeah. Sorry, let me see some of the comments. The flat earth theory can be found in the documentary What on Earth is Going On? Thank you, Raging River. I get my knowledge from word of mouth by other truthers and research, but I should really read the book too. Exactly. Yeah, you can still get it, especially if it's the right truthers that have read it and are giving the exact information. Like I just gave you the pact. On previous videos, I've given the name of the angels. Snow says, yeah, I've always felt something was not right in this world too, even so young. I'm not online, only YouTubes. Yeah, okay, so guys, we need to make sure everyone's on the same page here, because the only way we can somehow get through this is by understanding what is happening. And the information is there. Like, there can't be any confusion, because when the next false flag hits or the next ritual hits, you want to be ahead of it, right? So that's why Astroworld, I knew it instantly. Once I saw it, I was like, wow, you know, that's why I wasn't there. I didn't care for it, because I'd stopped caring for these things a long time ago. It's the fallen angels. They are trouble, the sons of God that left heaven. They corrupted this earth before the flood, and God washed it all away, and now they're back. Just as it's written in the Bible, they're back. And if you guys want to know what's taken out the Bible, you got to get the book of Enoch. And once you read it and realize the huge parts that were taken out, you just put it all together, and then you see it. Once I read it, I went out into my city and walked around, then you see the world for what it really is. I've dreamt the flood my whole life, and now I see the flood everywhere because it really happened. Oceans, the old world is below, underground, below the oceans. The oceans are the remains of the flood, right? Because like, it never rained before. There might not have been oceans, there might have been rivers and lakes, tiny ones, but the oceans that we have now were not here before the flood. These oceans are a result of God flooding the world and letting in all this extra water, right? That extra water is still here. All these oceans are the water from the flood. When God opened up the firmament and let it rain down, all of these oceans, the Pacific, the Atlantic, Exactly. There were no oceans before the flood. The oceans came after the flood, obviously, which is why we're a long way from our original ground level. So with all this excess new water in earth now, because God wanted to cleanse it out, it didn't evaporate anywhere. It's still sitting here. So all the mud from the land below washed up, and now everything is higher from the original ground level. Exactly. So yeah, I'm pretty much done this live. I'm just answering questions, seeing what everyone's talking about. I just really need, like, I'm happy to do these lives and get on here pretty much all day, every day. Well, not all day, every day, but today this is twice. But I can do this, but only if you guys want the information, if you're sharing it. We need to get everyone on board. I want this to like spread, like just, huge awakenings, right? So this is the information people need. Astroworld is the event that happened, so people can, everyone wants to know what happened. The amount of messages I'm getting, the amount of videos that have been pumped out every minute. There's a new, a decode, a video of more footage, more testimonials. This is not going to stop. And I don't want it to stop because they're not going to be allowed to sweep this under a rug and call it satanic panic. No, there's no panic. We know it's Satanism. Don't let them confuse you and make a joke about it and make conspiracy theorists seem crazy and be like, oh, they turn everything into a conspiracy theorist, or everyone's a Satanist, because yes, they are all Satanists. The La Palma tsunami. I think I saw a laser hit that volcano, which triggered it to explode. So I don't know if you've seen the footage, but I don't know what's real. I just seen a clip, so that's why I don't really jump into it, because that could easily be edited, but it could also be real. We know that they have the technology with the HARP, with the CERN, with the Project Bluebeam. So I don't trust any weather anymore. The snow hasn't been real for years. Rain has been disgusting for years. Like, everything's tampered with. So Barry Crypto says, I think everyone here is on the same page. I hope so. There's a lot of people in here. It's not a game, Steezy Vision. Yeah, God has spoken to me, spoken to you, spoken to a lot of people. And a lot of people that think that they may not have heard the word, you got to start thinking God and opening your heart to the Lord. Stop corrupting your DNA, because the more you corrupt your DNA, the less you'll be able to ever hear from the Lord, right? The less he'll be able to recognize you come Judgment Day. Your name will just erase from the book of life. So, Yahushua is my banner. They got my 13-year-old daughter, stole her identity after Astroworld. Wow, you gotta let me know more about that. That sounds absolutely... Yeah, that doesn't sound great at all. Sorry to hear about that. So, Ethan Merritt Williamson says, do you think La Palma is what they meant in the book of Revelation by a mountain being thrown in the sea? It's all biblical. It's all biblical. I don't know exactly if that's the exact situation. Like, there's a lot of mountains. There's a lot, like Astroworld was a mountain. There's a lot of things going on. But the fact that you're looking into it and trying to compare, that's how it begins. And then the truth will eventually come. You put that out to the source that, yeah, is this true? That's how I've been doing it. I've been asking questions before I found out about Tartaria and the buildings and who built them. I was like, who built them? Because it was driving me crazy. I was like, giants couldn't have built them. The buildings are too perfect. No matter if you were a giant, you still got bigger hands. How are you going to fine tune all the details? So I was like, it couldn't have been giants. I was like, who built these buildings? I kept asking the question, seeking the information. And then one day, God just blessed me with it. You just get these downloads, right? And it's like, whoa, you just see it. You just become You just get the vision to see. And you're like, whoa, I was so blinded before. Then you're just like, wow, how did I not see it? It's so clear. And then you look like, how did these people don't see it? Everyone has different stages in their journey, different awakening, different levels of truth. But we need to hurry and get on the same page quick, because they're obviously working overtime. Every day there's a new ritual, a bigger one. Like that Astroworld is just insane. How did we ever let it get to Astroworld point? Kids showing up to a Hell on Earth festival. So yeah. Yeah, I need you guys to help. Follow me, subscribe. Let me see. I want to show you my Instagram. Get on there. So yeah, I'm with Crusaders of the Resistance. Join the resistance.ca. I'm working on my website, so it's just like, it's a shop right now. So this is my site. Still, it works, but it's still currently under destruction because I want everyone to put on the full armor of God. This is my clothing line. I got Crusaders hats and shirts and tank tops. So all kinds of camo. We're children of the earth, not of this metal concrete cities that they're created to enslave us in. So we want to return back to, yeah, they took God out of everything, and now they're just completely hiding him indefinitely, and I'm not going to let that happen. It's getting really dark. Yeah, you guys are amazing. I'm honestly so appreciative to all the new subscribers and new friends that I've seen the last couple of days. I've honestly enjoyed myself sharing all this information and showing you all the signs and symbols, all the gematria decodes. It's honestly been amazing, and I've been working a lot leading up to this moment so that I can have all of this information to give to you, because I've gone over it double, triple time, asked myself, could this can't be? I've looked into everything. So everything I'm giving you now is like, this is honestly, it's it, and it's almost entirety, but it's pretty much, it's all coming together very nicely. And with the help of all you guys coming on, viewing live, commenting all these great comments, sharing too, because you don't want to be the only people waking up to this. I'm sure you all have friends and family. So share it to them. Hopefully that I've hit the nail on something that can help others wake up. Calypso says space is fake. Exactly. I agree. That's what I've been showing and saying. Go Jesus for sure. Joseph, God bless. Yeah, everyone. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff. Fallen angels equals 666. I'm not going to get into any feminization stuff tonight and all that stuff. Image of the beast. You're welcome, Snowwalker. Misty West. Yeah, I've tried. I had to give up on my family. They just don't listen. It's like that meme. It's like people will hate the truth just because it comes from you. So that's the thing of my family. So it's like, I spoke to my father last week, and he's been double dosed up with the government stuff. He's so pro-government. I told him, I was like, what are you doing contaminating yourself? I'm like, it's not just going to be two. Warrior of Yeshua, welcome to the resistance, everyone. Even my father told me, he's like, yeah, I took both of them already. And I was like, you're going to have to take at least 8 to 10 a year. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I'll take 10 if I have to. He's like, yeah, give it to me. I'll fight it off. And I'm just like, wow, ignorant. So yeah, I can understand. I feel for anyone that's out there trying to wake up their families. It's not easy. So, I couldn't wake up my own family, but maybe if you share this video, I can actually get and wake up your family if you're having trouble, because relatives don't listen to other relatives. Misty, I keep telling my fam I don't want to lose my connection, but they are persistent. Yeah, don't let the workplace make you take this mark. Don't let your family, don't let your relatives, don't let your friends peer pressure you into anything. Don't even let your loved one. I feel for anyone that's in a relationship and it's split down the middle with this whole situation. So Cameron Casper says, my family and friends think I'm nuts too. They can't wrap their brain around it. You're immediately, a tinfoil hat wearer. Exactly. That's what my dad says. Like, oh, you're one of those conspiracy people. Just because I'm speaking fact and speaking truth with actual information and source documents, they just don't want to know. People are honest. There's a lot of people in this world that are pro-government and will fight to protect the lie that they've been sold upon because they bought it. They don't want a refund. Yes, Misty West, just as my dad is. And my dad's weird. He's like, he's happy to take more. He doesn't care. Yeah, these lives are going great. And I can't believe I can actually sit here and talk for over 2 hours. That's like I said again, time has sped up. I showed you Matthew 24 to 29, right? How immediately after the tribulation in those days shall the sun be darkened. And I showed you how they're going to cover up that prophecy. So they're going to hide the sun being darkened by using the fake sun simulator, right? So every prophecy in the Holy Bible, I can show you how the governments of this world, the satanic followers of Lucifer, are going to hide that prophecy. So before tribulation is going to be the pre-tribulation rapture. How are they going to hide and cover up the rapture? By faking an alien invasion. By projecting images in the sky so that when your loved one, or if you by yourself disappears, by when people are raptured across the earth, there's going to be only one explanation, and that's the one explanation Satan wants, is that they were abducted by aliens, not raptured by our Father and taken home to heaven. Satan would never allow that to be believed on this earth. That's why these lives, this truth is so important, that you have to prepare everyone and let them know that we are about to be raptured. Not all of us. Majority of the world's going to be left behind. But those left behind is how they're going to be left behind. Are they going to be left behind thinking that aliens took the people raptured? Or are they going to finally know and believe that God did it, whether there's spaceships in the sky or not? Can someone else please tell me how you can cover up Bible prophecy and the miracles of God? So we got, if we're in Revelation right now, and we're watching the mark of the beast sweep this earth, how that means that the rapture, for those that believe in the pre-tribulation rapture, that means that's about to take place. Because the Antichrist, all the birthing rituals are happening, which means their Antichrist is about to take the throne. And he's only going to take the throne once the rapture takes place. So we are days, maybe hours, weeks, months, or just a couple months away from this event. And it's not going to happen the way it should. It's going to happen. God's going to rapture the people, but it's how it's going to look. Without the spaceships being in the sky, without aliens, without demonic entities, if people are just raptured and there's nothing to cover it up, then this whole world and every soul on it will turn back to God. And then the Antichrist won't be able to do nothing for 7 years, trial and tribulation, because everyone will know that it's fake. Right? Is the world going to end soon? Yes, it is. I'm looking towards the year 2029 for Judgment Day. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm not 100% right on everything, but I've definitely hit a lot of nails. The information's here. Everything I'm giving you comes straight from the Word of God and all the holy books, especially the ones taken out of the Bible, right? So, trial and tribulation is 7 years. So if I'm telling you Judgment Day is 2029, that means 7 years trial and tribulation goes from 2022 to 2029. Or maybe it goes 2021 to 2028. Either way, we are in the season. Cover yourself in the blood of Jesus. Join the resistance. Get on board the truth arc. I am here leading the resistance. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not falling into no satanic plan. I'm not going to get locked up in a quarantine camp. No one's taking me anywhere. I'm building an army. An army. God's army. The resistance to all this satanic tyrannical measures, right? And we're going to need a resistance, because if we do, God forbid, get left behind, the mark of the beast is going to be enforced. And we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to unite and get out of the system and start our own community somewhere and keep the system out. Because the system, we're not going to be able to function within this system once the rapture happens. You won't be able to buy, sell, do anything. Everything's going to be monitored and chipped, and cash will be no more. So get ready. If you cannot see that trial and tribulation, the 7 years, has already been staged and organized and set up for exactly how they want it to go down. They want to make sure they got the technology, they have the control. They're going to ban Bibles. It's already been banned, the Holy Book. So you won't be able to find a Bible. Good luck in trial and tribulation. Now is the time to get right with God. Don't wait any longer. You guys are amazing. So many great people in this live. So many great comments. Tanya Pendley says, I'm with you, brother. Yes, sister, we're all in this. It's time to really wake up and unite. You got to not just take in this live and be like, wow, that was good. You got to feel the Holy Spirit. You got to feel that you belong to something bigger and better than what this world is offering right now. That's what the resistance is. We're going up. We're getting raptured. And God forbid if we don't get raptured, we'll survive trial and tribulation, we'll save a lot more souls, and then we'll be judged accordingly, and we'll be judged and go up to heaven that way. So either way, if you don't make it now, you have a chance. And the resistance is for trial and tribulation, to save all those left behind, to teach those that God is real, that Jesus is going to be coming for Judgment Day, and casting the devil and all his followers into the lake of fire, and anyone whose name is not in the book of life. Yeah, I actually got my Enoch from Amazon. Thank you, Yeshua. I hope so. These dogs, my babies, like I honestly can't live without them here on this earth. I can't picture my life without them. And I've had thoughts like, if I get raptured, will they get left behind? Will they come with me? But they're coming, 2 by 2 on the ark. God didn't destroy the world and not bring the animals. Remember, he told Noah to bring the animals 2 by 2 onto the ark. So I'm bringing my Pomeranians, 2 of them, male and female, just as God said, 1 of each sex, onto the ark. So, Prince Elvis Jackson and Princess Coco Chanel will be coming with me onto the truth ark and raptured into heaven. So yes. Of course they have souls too. Why else would God tell Noah to bring 1 of each sex of animal onto the ark, right? So yeah, for all those that are wondering What's going to happen to our animals? Does God love our animals? Yes, God loves the animals. How can you not? Look at these babies. Who's bored of hearing daddy talking all night on the internet? And little babies. There they are. So yeah, again, this live's basically ended. We're just sitting here having a talk. So yeah, for all those just coming in, I'm sorry. All the information, I've already gone over it in the first 2 hours. So it's late now. I'm just talking with all my amazing new subscribers. Hoping everyone can stay connected. So drop all your Facebooks or Instagrams if you want to get followed. Make sure you follow me, King Nico 18 on Instagram. Nico, King Nico on Facebook. I have TikTok, but I'm sick. I can't. It's too many apps. YouTube's honestly been the best one for me so far. Like, I've had them all. I've been frustrated with them all. I've been banned off of all of them and censored off of all of them. And I honestly don't care for any of them. I don't care to use them. I'm not out there taking pictures of my food, taking pictures of every outfit I put on and posting. No, I'm only posting truth and what people need to see, and posting all the gematria codes, the numbers. Yes, sun, moon, stars, thank you. Another great video. They've all been amazing. I don't know where I'm getting all the energy, and I don't have a script laid out. I just sit here and I'm just going off for hours. I'm like, whoa. Pray for everyone. Everyone can still be saved, but it's on them. And the more they use their free will to serve Satan, the less that they're going anywhere. So they're honestly, if we were praying for them, but are they praying for themselves, or are they praying against us? It looks like they're praying against us, but when they're doing these festivals and smiling and humming and happily celebrating afterwards, like, that's them. Honestly, they just don't have that same emotion towards, a compassion towards other humans that we do. That's not how they roll, how they're raised and trained. I can imagine being raised into Satanism. They probably tell them that, yeah, the masses, the Shemites, they're the slaves, like they serve us. Like, I don't know how these Illuminatis talk to each other, but they obviously have no compassion for us, because they can easily just go and blaspheme against the Lord, blaspheme against Jesus Christ, jump up and down over cross, tell them to flip the bird to God and blaspheme and curse the Lord. It's disgusting. That's exactly what that concert was a rebellious, blasphemous, satanic worship, satanic beast feeding, waking up of portals, opening of portals. It had everything. It has everything. That's why I'm doing all these videos, because it had everything. All the ingredients for the most evil contraption on earth. Like, how many cartoons have we seen in movies where the evil people create some kind of machine to, like, destroy the world or open up a portal? We witnessed it with Astroworld. What more do you want? Look at all the Decode videos and all everything that's come out since then. You guys have all been hungry, fiending for this information, because we all know a feeling that something on this earth just shifted, right? The spiritual realm just shifted. It's no longer unknown and unseen. It just merged with us. It just came through a portal. So that's why everyone is on the Travis Scott Astroworld. Not because everyone wants to see what happened, but a lot of people do. But a lot of older people are just looking at it because they're a gut feeling. And the gut feeling is telling them, check out what happened at Astroworld, because that's the Holy Spirit communicating with you, telling you, yeah, if you want to be closer to the Lord, check into this. It has all the ingredients for the most evil satanic ritual ever to have taken place in any of our lifetimes on this earth, apart from September 11th. Naomi says, yes, that's right. We got Makito Trap says low frequency. G Miko Maiku says, I know about LHC machines since 2014. Nice. Doesn't a portal need to be closed? Sun isn't new. Well, portals need to be open first. That's like, they don't care about closing it. They just needed it open, right? That's what they were working so hard to do for centuries. Now you look back at history and how the manipulation of man and all the technology and how it came about to lead up to this very moment. Yeah, that was their purpose. They are not going to tell you the truth about the ingredients and anything. Water fasting is the best way to detox your body. Yeah, bread and water diet. Debbie Ryan, you can't find me on Facebook? Okay, I'll find you. Debbie Ryan. Stacy D, so in your face. Yep. Marley says, wonder if Kylie was blind to all that. Nuh-uh. Don't feel sympathy for these people. Don't make excuses for them. Definitely don't make excuses for them. They know, trust me. They know more than what we know. They're well aware. And the fact that they know and that they still go through with it and get enjoyment over it knows that we're not the same. We're not the same as those people. They have different blood, different everything. They're just pure evil, born for it. Thank you, Royal Priesthood. Look what they just wrote there. Avoid it at all costs. Yeah. It seems like everyone needs to know what's going on in this earth. Nothing else really matters. Like, do people still get enjoyment from partying anymore? Do you get enjoyment from sitting down and watching a TV show or a series? Do you get enjoyment for going for drives anymore? Like, is there any time to enjoy anything anymore in this type of world? Let me know, because there's no time for anything. So I find it hard to enjoy anything, especially when I have so many questions and I need the answers. And I know I have a gift to be able to find answers. So, and I know it's a tough time. So I'm out here, and I enjoy doing this. I'm not enjoying what's happening, but I enjoy being able to share and show what I can see through my eyes and how my mind works, right? And then to be able to see that other people see the same, it's amazing. I'm like, where have you guys been my whole life? But we're here now. We got to count our blessings, that as the world gets more and more evil, that there will be more and more blessings in disguise to bring us all together to withstand the evil. God's not going to leave us alone and let evil just become almighty on this earth and leave us all helpless. No, we're going to be brought together. You're going to unite. We're going to become crusaders of the resistance, and we're going to withstand the wiles of the devil. And we're going to build our army. We're going to build our army of God. We're going to save many souls. We're going to have children, live out the last 7 years of this world, and they're going to have fun and be children, whether it's trial and tribulation or not. This is what we have to prepare for. We got to stop being selfish. We got to stop thinking that you are above God and the Bible. You got to stop thinking that the world can't possibly end because you never got to live your life. You never got to buy a house. You never got to go to Monaco and go play the casinos in Monte Carlo. You never got to, no. God is not going to hold off the destruction of earth and throwing evil, Satan and his followers into the lake of fire to wait for you to live your life. No human is that important. We are special and important, but not important enough to hold off the end of days judgment, right? So Judgment Day is coming, 2029. And if I'm still here in 2029, I'm going to be, 44? Some people might be older, some will be younger. But God isn't holding off anything so someone can go on vacation or go visit Jamaica or go see the pyramids in Egypt. That's it. When it ends. No matter if you're a fetus inside someone's belly. Like, this is crazy. Like, you can't think, oh, I'm pregnant. God won't destroy the world because I still got to have my baby. No. No one is more important than what we're going through right now. Satan has just entered this world. Stop thinking about vacation and getting married or getting a better job or moving somewhere. We got to just repent now, accept what we have, prepare, spread the knowledge, spread the word of God. Like I said, I'm not being all doomsday. I'm not trying to be a misery and be a downer, Debbie Downer, whatever you want to call it. No, I'm not trying to just be like, oh, just sit back and do nothing because the world's ending. No, we still have we got a task to do. Like, we're here. So why don't we use what we have, our souls, our compassion to help others and just be humans for the last few years that we have. That's it. Just everything's going to go back to basics. Get off the technology. Stop relying on smart devices. Start relying on your own brain, which is smarter than any device. Let me see some of these comments. In a weird way, homeschooling was good. It made the parents alert to what they were being taught. I feel evil vibes every time I go for groceries, and while driving, it's cray out there. Yes, it is. So, again, we have to I've accepted it. I've accepted I'm either going to leave this world next year or in 7 years. Either way, we're leaving. No matter your age, no matter your accomplishments, no matter if you haven't finished some project you were working on, nothing is more important than what is inevitably happening, what has been written from before any of us were born, before any of our bloodlines were ever even thought of. This has been written and it's been in the Bible. So no one is more important than this. No one supersedes Revelation and the end of days. No one. Not Travis Scott, not Kylie Jenner, no one. This is why they're doing what they're doing, because they know that their time here is ended and that no one supersedes Revelation. So the only way they can get power is by serving Satan that will keep them in power during this time and give them promises of leadership in hell, which is absolutely psychotic. There is no such thing as leadership in a lake of fire. But this is how Satan preaches to his followers. He gives them false riches of this world, like money and fame, Hollywood. Ooh, amazing. And then gives them promises of leadership and to reign in hell alongside him. Because God says that Jesus sits at the right hand of him and rules in heaven. So he wants to, as above, so below, right? So I'm sorry to have to tell you that the world is ending. But if you look at the world that we're living in, I can't really wait for it to end, and it couldn't end any sooner because this evil's not going to go away. The darkness is just sweeping this earth, which is why we, the light, have to shine as bright as ever. Crank those lights up. Share the information. I shared that guy's video today. Decode Your Reality. I'm sharing Joseph's stuff. Like, I'm not here being selfish saying, oh, it's me, I'm the only one. We got to spread the love, share the light. The more light that spreads, the less the darkness can't survive in the light, right? Well, yeah, celebrities are also called idols. And you know what's weird is, why are they called celebs? What does the word celeb mean? Like, I can understand calling them like idols or icons or stars or famous people, but why are they called celebs? Because celeb is the Hebrew word for God. For dog, sorry. Dog in Hebrew is celeb. And dog in reverse is God. These celebs are false gods. The Bible speaks of the false prophets, the false idols, and the false gods. The celebs are the false gods. This is why it's important to know Hebrew, because NASA is Nasha in Hebrew, which means to deceive. And celeb in Hebrew is dog. So why are celebs calling themselves dogs? Because they are satanic and they're reversing everything. So technically they're calling themselves gods. But they're not going to call themselves gods, because then we'd all know they're conceited and full of crap. So they use the Hebrew word for dog, which is celeb. Thank you. Kelly Goodman says that blew my mind. So yeah, I've looked into everything and why things are named the way they... Why is comedy called comedy? For something that makes you laugh, that's entertaining and funny. Because comedy is an anagram for my code. So MYCODE is my code, which is all the letters in the word come die. Comedy, right? Because that's how Satan uses the spell of come die, comedy, by desensitizing you to satanic rituals, by making jokes of eating babies, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's like, hey, how old are you? Oh, you're too old. A year younger, you'd be a tasty snack. Like, regular people don't make jokes like that. But when you watch these satanic, like Saturday Night Live or all their comedy shows, they make these weird jokes because it's a code. It's comedy. They want you to come die with them, because this is a death cult. This whole society is a death cult to bring you to hell, because God made us to live and to be alive. Satan wants us to be dead and to praise death, not living and life and breathing. That's God. God gives us breath and life and to live. Satan takes away your breath by putting a mask on your face and makes you praise death. So the language has been manipulated. So when we wake up in the morning, you wake up, first of all, so you're at your own wake when you wake up. And then you say, good morning. So you're happy that you are mourning at your own wake. So every day that you wake up and say good morning or hello, you are praising the low hell with hell is low, and you are mourning at your own wake. That's where the spelling and spells and words come into. You gotta look at everything. Why does mourning and wake is the same words we use at a funeral? You go to someone's wake when they pass away, and then you're in mourning because that person passed away. But when you go to school and you write an exam, you celebrate when you pass your test. So when you pass to the next grade, you celebrate. But when you pass to the next life, you're in mourning. So why do we wake up in mourning? We wake in mourning because we're in a death cult. Every day you wake up, you're at your own damn funeral, and that's what Satan wants. So stop waking up and living this death cult and going to your own funeral every day. Cameron Casper, Nico, you said you built an elevator into the rabbit hole. I love that. Yes, crystal clear. I said that like yesterday. I'm glad you remembered that one. Because people are talking about the rabbit hole, and I've said I've been up and down this rabbit hole since I was a child. I go down and come up and think that was it. And then you go through your teenage years, you go back down again and back up, and you're like, wow, I know everything. No, You're always learning. That's why I said after the 5th or 6th time, it says I'm building an elevator and I'm making sure I have direct connection to this rabbit hole. So we're in a death cult. The words that they use, the news, the celebs, the mourning, the wakes. We got to change everything. Like, we're trapped. Like, this is what I mean when I say we are living in a fallen, broken world. Corrupted from the moment that Satan beguiled Eve in the Garden of Eden. No, they didn't change the Bible. They just made different versions of it. So people, for all those saying, oh, but they changed the Bible. No, there's like 50 different versions of the Bible. Nothing was changed. So one version remains the true version. And then they take that version and just make different versions. So you get confused. And then you say stuff like, oh, they changed the Bible. They took stuff out. I don't know what's real. No, that's how Satan does it. He doesn't, God said they have to have the word of God. So we cannot destroy the word of God, right? The Bible is the truth. And if you're evil and you're not allowed to destroy the Bible because then you'll lose all the souls, the only way to hide it is to put it in every home on earth. So Satan, the only way to hide the Bible is to make mass amounts of it, to rewrite it in different versions, and to put it everywhere. So the more you see it, the more you think, oh, that's how it's done. He's a crafty little bugger. He's the master of deception. The Bible is the truth. Grand rising. I say that a lot. Instead of morning and wake up, good morning. No, it's grand rising. Good day. Great day. God bless. So hopefully a lot of the stuff I've been saying tonight, this talk has been good. Like, I stopped showing you stuff on the computer a while back. Again, my main goal here is to build the army of God, is to wake up as many of you beautiful people as possible. And the amount of messages I got of people saying I had so many questions, and then I watched one of your videos, and then all of a sudden the answers came to me. This is what we need. So if anyone else has had that kind of experience where I've, helped you find some answers, help share this. We need to get this like somewhat viral, I guess, but it won't because it's too much truth. If anything, they're going to delete it and take it down. So save it for yourselves, repost it. Just somehow find a way to get one of your ignorant friends or family members to like somehow watch it or something. I don't know. But this information has to get out there. Message me if anyone's got any more info, because that helps. So many people messaged me some good things, so I was able to bring it up and show it in today's video and the one before. Yeah, break fast. That's a good one, Eliza. You guys are intelligent. I love this. I'm actually learning from all of you lot too in the comments section. Like, this is great. Eliza Boswick, you're all getting it. And the more we do this, and the more we have hundreds or thousands of people all in this, conversing and sharing the information, like, the more we'll resonate and gravitate to the truth. And then Satan has no effect on any of us. We just laugh at it and be like, that stuff's like crap. We know that's fake. And then we'll help wake more people up. That's why we are the threat to this new world order, because we have the truth. We're the light. And they can't succeed with their darkness with light still on the earth, spreading their light, cranking up their light. I'm just getting brighter and brighter, and I'm turning on more lights. That's what I'm here to do. To ruin Satan's plan. Not ruin it, because I'm not that powerful. I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. Only Jesus is going to be doing that. But I'm going to ruin his plan by taking away souls, by lessening the numbers he gets to take with him. Because honestly, we're up against the most evil entity ever to exist. So we have to come to acceptance that, yeah, he may truly well take millions, if not billions of souls to hell. But you, being the chosen ones, because you're here right now receiving this information, are going to be like, I am not going to be one of those. And you got to be one of those to say, I want to be blessed enough to save one of those. I want to make sure Satan's numbers is less than what he has, right? Someone says, am I making a plan for myself to get paid from YouTube? No. These guys, no, that's a waste of time. It's a waste of planning. I'm trying to get off of these platforms. These are satanic, evil platforms controlled by the satanic elite. Like Facebook and Instagram, I've already had so much trouble on those platforms, but I don't really know any others. I'm on Telegram, and but I don't trust any of them. I'm just using them to help get to you and give you guys the information and the sight to see, like I've been given, right? I don't want to be making money off this. If you guys want to donate or help out, like I'm not going to say, I don't need or want money, because that's ridiculous. We all need help. We all need support. Nothing comes free in this evil world. So we're all here fighting. I'm here. I'm happy to help and support anyone. That's why I'm working so hard to bring this information. We have to save as many as possible. Amen, amen. Yeah. I keep staring into this black mirror, almost as if it is the abyss. Yeah. What do you think the black mirror is? The black mirror is the TV screen, the tell lies visions, the computer screen. It's the cell phone screen. Just turn it off and look into it. It's a black mirror. J7, look what Kassan commented to me. How do we know which words are good to use? How to say good morning to the Father? It's in the Bible. You just feel it. You just do it. You don't need to go to church and do any humming and ahhing. That's like a satanic ritual, what they do there. You just feel it. Like I'm not a religious person. I've only ever had a connection with God. I've always known God was real because he came to me when I was 3 and told me that I was chosen not to trust anyone, not even my own parents. And I was 3. And I didn't know what that was, but I felt the warmest energy, the love, the just amazingness. I felt like time stopped and I'd never forget it. I was 3. And at one point I thought maybe it was my father, maybe I was just young and dreaming, but when you have an interaction with the Lord, no matter what age you are, I was 3, I knew that my parents were not anything great, loving, affectionate people, so I knew that 100% that was not my father. It was the God, the Lord came to me, and my whole life was based around that epiphany moment that happened to me when I was 3. So I never even entered the school system yet, and already my whole life was involved with spirituality. Eliza says, we need a movement to change calling our children kids. They are not baby goats. Yeah, of course, kids are baby goats. Just call them children, your babies, your loves. Stephen Riley says the Bible is the realist. Sorry, guys. I need to go get some water. I'm just going to quickly run off. 2 seconds. Who made this mess? Who did that? Get ready for bed, babies. Daddy's coming. So yeah, again, I'm back. I'm here. I just got a sip of something. Yeah, I'm going to end this live in the next 3-4 minutes. Just going to run the battery dead. It says 10%. So again, what I want to stay in touch with all of you people. So I want to make sure that everyone in this live has subscribed. Please, if you can, share this video or share some of the other ones, because each one is just pumped full of information, hours worth. So it's like movie style. Just sit back and take it all in, right? And I want to do more. If there's anyone that has information, I'd love to collaborate. Sorry, I've been talking for hours, so don't mind me. You know, someone just said a prayer before we end. Again, I always said I'm not a religious person. I've never been like, I'm not a pastor or a preacher. I was never pro-church. I always felt the church. But, you know, just pray, feel it in the heart. You know, all those pastors and preachers fake prayed and pretended. They weren't praying for anything but for for Satan. So now, don't be confused what prayer is. Anyone can pray. Just feel it, think it, close your eyes, and you could just, you know, it just comes to you. So you don't need to be sitting there in an organized group reciting a prayer, because to me that always felt very, you know, ritual-like and very cult-like. So, but I'm always praying. I'm always staying true, staying connected to the Lord, always questioning everything and being, would God want me to do this? And always know that God is watching, God is listening, God is looking, God is all loving. So once you know that, your life will be great. You won't have these impure thoughts. You won't think to do shady things, because you know God is watching, and everything you do, you know, has a price or has a weight or value or karma. So just be good, just be true, and then once that's it, and then you'll get the good karma momentum, and you don't have nothing to worry about. You won't be looking over your shoulder like, oh, someone's gonna rob me or take something from me or do some harm to me. No, you won't have those worries if you're not living that life. Once you have God in your life, those fears disappear. They just disintegrate. That's what the Lord does. So this is my prayer, is that the Lord disintegrates fear. Fear can't come anywhere close to the Lord. So once you have God within you, fear cannot exist. It's like the darkness doesn't exist once the light is on. Once you have God and Jesus Christ within you, fear will disappear, and you won't vibrate on fear. You vibrate on excitement for the Lord, because the Lord is coming back. So turn off the TV, turn off the news, stop reading the crappy newspaper and these dumb magazines and listening to these celebs, which are dogs, right? Yeah, the doggies want to go to bed. It's bedtime, baby. What are you doing? You made a mess out there. Celebs cast the spell on Hollywood. Exactly, because they're gods. Remember, I just told you that? So yeah, everything I'm telling you, I've looked into this, known it for years. Lots of things. Lots and lots of things. I pray for all of you. Stay away from the mark of the beast. Stay away from the metaverse. If you ever feel lost or lonely, just reach out to me. I'm always here. I'm happy to talk to anyone and everyone and give some truth. I'm happy to go live now anytime. I'm comfortable to just turn on the camera, sit in front of it. I was so scared before, or shy or worried, but now the more God is with me, the more I'm like, I'm right and ready for this. So that's it. So have a great night, everyone. Just gonna see some more comments. Good night, J7, Cameron Caspar, Sabrina Burris, thank you. T Clem, love you, thank you. Stacy D, appreciate it. Yahushua is my banner. Respect, everyone. Kelly Goodman, Misty West, thank you. Stephen Riley, Heather Beauchard, appreciate you being here. Lindsay, Sabrina, Marte, Calypso, Jesse's Escape, Heather Tarakiano, Hollywood is Babylon, and yes, Babylon's falling. It's about to fall. It will fall in 1 hour. Prince Pin, thank you. Gloria, thank you. Eliza Buswick, have a great night. Kelly Goodman, Alina Hart, Naomi, great having you guys all here. True Christian, thank you so much for being here. Robert Woods. Yeah, so I'm starting to see the names show up again. I'm out, guys. Again, we got to stay connected. I'm not one of those YouTubers that are like, oh, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. No, this isn't about that. It's about the information and the truth getting out there. This isn't about money. I'm not getting monetized. If anyone wants to donate, it's crusadersoftheresistance@gmail.com. Just contact me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I try to be everywhere as much as I can, wherever I'm allowed to be to share the truth. Truth, right? Wherever I'm allowed to be to share truth. The fact that we talk like this in 2021, biblical end of days. Good night, everyone.